What up? What up? Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the graveyard shift. This is episode 39. Man, 39 episodes going by super fast, y'all. Seems like just yesterday we was getting started. What was the first graveyard shift? I think the first graveyard shift was I think it was during the playoffs. So it seemed like yesterday though. But here we are. Episode 39. Giannis sold and Milwaukee got fleeced. Mm-mm-mm. So I've been realizing lately, I mean, not necessarily lately, kind of like for a long time, I've been realizing that people get so enamored and just caught up with shiny, glittery shit, you know? They see something and it seems like it's, rah, rah, and they just get caught up in it. Little do they know that sugar is salt. Amelia, like, so it's dangerous. Oh, of course it's dangerous. They were dangerous before they got Dame. They're dangerous with Dame. Everything is dangerous about this team, you know. But it's like that danger, that danger, like behind the fence when you see that big ass dog behind the fence, he's showing his teeth, it's dangerous, but it's a fence right there, you know. It's dangerous, you know. It's dangerous like that. It's dangerous like that big buff dude at the bar that's just, drunk talking shit, but he ain't gonna bust a grape. It's dangerous like that. Andrew G, am I being a hater? No. But Dame was a great pickup for the Bucks. Yeah. Dame would have been a great pickup for anybody. But a great pickup doesn't mean they're gonna win a championship. I thought that's what this was all about. It's crazy. The two guys that were swearing to God, like, we would never click up with nobody. We could do this on our own. And now look at their asses. Oh man, two peas in the pod. Gotta love it. All right, you gotta love it, man. Like I love it. I mean, I'm a basketball fan, not just the NBA fan. I'm a basketball fan, so I love all things basketball. Celtics in 6. You know what I'm saying? Celtics in 6. Like, facts, Andrew G. Celtics in 6. It's cool though. Hold on, Mama. Dezo in the back. What up, Dezo? Hold on, let me pull up Dezo real quick. Big Storm. What's the question, bro? Big Storm, you said you never had beef with us about Dion. I seen you in the comments. Storm. You was acting like you was tired of me. Cause I said, what's up, Dezo?
What up?
Big Storm, I was saying I'll be saying what the people are afraid to say. You know what I'm saying? I'll be saying what the people are afraid to say. A lot of and Storm, I'm talking to you, so this is the only reason I'm even talking about Prime and anything right now. I'll just say what the people are afraid to say. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine to not agree with certain things that another brother does, a prominent brother. It doesn't matter who it is. It's fine. We could disagree, and you're not. A lot of people are afraid to say anything against Deion Sanders because the mainstream media will call you a coon. You know what I'm saying? Like, before Kanye went off the cliff and did all that shit he did, all the brother did was take a meeting with Trump. And they said, "Oh, you're a coon." Ice Cube tried to meet with Joe Biden and his administration. They didn't want to meet. He met with Trump. You're a coon. I say one thing against Prime. Oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. That's a black man. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And mind you, I was rocking. I'm rocking with. I want them to do good. Like, all that. I like Shador. I think the issue I had was, man, this young man walking around flashing watches in grown men's face. What y'all don't understand. What y'all understand is that grown men don't give a fuck about flashy watches. Grown men ain't spending a $300,000 on watches. You know what I'm saying? Maybe but that's a different tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? Prime. So I will say that that's a different tax bracket. I'm talking about there's people out here that see that and they struggling to try to keep up with the Joneses, and that's all I'm saying. It sets a bad precedent. My mother would have been disappointed in me for doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? Showing up a grown man because he said something about my coach. It's not talking bad about your pops. This is your basketball. This is your football coach. You know what I'm saying? So that was all Storm. That was it. You know, I shout out Prime, shout out the Buffs, but up here in Oregon, we smoking on that Buffs pack. So that's all. That's it, and that's all. That's all I had to say about that. But what's good though, Desla? You seen this trade today?
Yo, man, I got a Dame jersey, man. I'm happy for my boy. You know, he finna go to Milwaukee. You know, get bounced out in the conference finals and wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? But
you said Milwaukee said they're out of there in the conference finals.
Conference finals. I just don't see, like, they gave up too much defense. To be honest with you, man, like I feel like if Miami get Jrue, I feel like they still lose to Miami. You know, because ain't nothing really changed. Like Miami gonna have the defense to stop anything that Milwaukee is trying to do. Like Milwaukee can run that pick and roll with Dame and Giannis, and it's still gonna get that Jimmy Butler, Bam, and Jrue defensive front. So I don't know. I don't see it really changing too much. You know.
I mean, can we keep it real though? Like they gave up a top 3 wing defender,
right,
for a top 3 wing chucker.
I don't even consider Dame to be a top 3 wing chucker. Like he's a probably top 10 maybe, but
top
at the
10
same
wing
time,
chucker. Okay,
top 10.
So wait. So are you saying that he's not a chucker? Or are you saying that amongst the chuckers he's not top 10?
Amongst the chuckers, he's not top 10.
Okay, so that's even lower than the totem pole.
So my thing is like the Miami Heat have a game plan against Giannis. So now all they really have to do is just get another game plan for Dame. So I'm thinking they go out and get Jrue, and that's gonna be what they need. That's gonna be what they need right there. Because the Blazers aren't keeping Jrue at all. They're gonna get rid of him.
So they said the Blazers. They said what teams were engaged? I saw the Bulls. I saw the Celtics. And there was one more team. Oh, you a homer? You a homer?
If the Bulls get him,
now if the Bulls can get Jrue and still keep Alex Caruso,
I swear
that's some of the best perimeter defense around.
I swear, bro.
The Lakers should go get Jrue. Louis, don't do that. Don't do that, Louis.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that, Louis. Come on, man. Louis, I didn't know he was a part of the Lakers media cartel.
Who do you think should get Jrue?
I mean, because like to me, Boston's still the favorite even after this move. But if they were smart, they'd probably go secure that. Like, let me get Jrue so we could just secure our our favoritism. But I mean, if Miami could get Jrue, Dallas could get Jrue. I like Chicago with Jrue. I've already said that. Let me think. Who else out west? Who else out west could get Jrue? A big Storm said the Knicks. I like that.
I don't really like that Knicks fit, to be honest with you.
No.
He's not the shooter that they need, bro. Like, because
if the Knicks, let's say the Knicks figure out a way to get Buddy Hield and Jrue Holiday,
that would be a lot better. That'd be a lot better.
If Jrue goes to the Celtics, though, bro, then it puts, because they're still the favorites. Well, the Celtics are still the favorites. Like, I don't see what this is supposed to do. I mean, they lost all their perimeter defense. Their perimeter defense was Jrue Holiday and Grayson Allen. They're gone.
Right. That's true.
I mean, I've heard about Jay Crowder still coming off the bench. Jay Crowder hasn't even played in over a season. Like, he didn't even play last season.
Right.
No, it's crazy. The title is not. The title is real. Giannis sold. Giannis sold out Jrue Holiday. Giannis sold out Jrue Holiday. They don't make a move like this without Giannis's approval and without pressure from Giannis. Giannis sold out Jrue Holiday. How dare you sell out? Jrue Holiday came and got you a ring, Giannis. Jrue Holiday came and got you a ring, Giannis. And you sold him out because you were embarrassed. You were embarrassed that you went out in the first round, and now you threw away everything you said these past. Everybody was tripping off Dame for wanting to leave Portland all of a sudden. But Giannis was the one that was saying we don't need that. We don't need this. And now you sold out Jrue Holiday. You sold out Jrue Holiday to go get Dame. All that to lose in the second round?
Man, it's not looking pretty, man. It's not looking pretty.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I understand business is business. I see what y'all saying. J-Rob, who was that? Kevin. I get y'all. Like, no doubt. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have a better team. It's just kind of like, I thought Dame was your man. You wouldn't have. Dame came and got. I mean, not Dame. Jrue came and got you the ring, bro. If it wasn't for Jrue, where would Giannis be? Where would Giannis be without Jrue?
This is crazy propaganda, but I'm with it.
It's not propaganda. It's like, so look, so like, you know how like Chilltown likes to make the examples about the chicks, right? So let's take it to the broads. This is like the dude that grew up with the chick that was together through high school. She ain't nothing. She ain't as far as looks go, she ain't nothing to write home about. But this is your girl. You know what I'm saying? She was there with you when you was just a crusty, bummy young nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She loved your stanky drawers when you was, you know what I'm saying, doing what you was doing through high school.
Right.
Held you down through college, all that. You know what I'm saying? She was this is before NIL deals. You know what I'm saying? She was getting her financial aid money. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you ate after practice. You know what I'm saying? With her financial aid money. You know what I'm saying? She was looking out for you.
Her financial aid money is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, the athletes that was around before the NILs, they know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She was looking out for you, and you was sneaking behind the back, fucking the volleyball players. You know what I'm saying? She held you down, and then you got to the NBA and left her for the white girl.
Yeah,
Then you got to the NBA and left her for Becky with the good hair. As my man Bama would say, Becky with the good hair. You left her for Becky with the good hair after she held you down. She brought you a ring. She put you on your feet. Jrue Holiday put you on your feet, Giannis, and you sold him out. You sold him out for Dame Lillard, who I've been told is not a playoff riser. Who I've been told is gonna choke after the first round. We're talking about Dame Lillard, the same man that in 2018 Jrue Holiday came to Portland and swept him. Y'all forgot about that, huh?
Talk about it.
Oh, y'all forgot about that, huh? When Jrue Holiday came up here, where I'm at right now, swept that boy. Dame couldn't get one against Jrue. Dame couldn't get one against Jrue.
J-Rob said Giannis left Kiki Palmer for Rihanna.
No, that's like my man Travis Kelce when he left his sister for Taylor Swift.
Woo!
No ass at all. No ass at all. That's all I gotta say. I'm disappointed in Giannis.
I just don't think it's gonna work out, man. Like, they gave up all their defense. Like, you gave up your key defensive guy and another solid defensive player in Grayson Allen. Sure, you got offensive firepower now, but at the same time, that perimeter defense is shot. Like, you're going to be relying on Chris Middleton to try and guard up on the Lukas and the Currys and the Kyries of the world, you know? Like, that's not going.
I will say at least they held on to Pat Connaughton.
Yeah, that's true.
At least they were able to hold on to Pat Connaughton. I think he's an underrated perimeter defender. I don't know, man. I'm gonna pull up the trade. I'm gonna see all the details to the trade. Now I want to see just the big headlines. I want to see the whole Damn. Hold on. Let me see. What's it? Hold on, my mama texting me. I'm on the phone. She's trying to.
I think Pat Connaughton is going to be asked to play a bigger role, which may or may not work out for him. You're gonna have. See, but the thing is, if they match up with Boston, you're gonna have Chris Middleton on Jason Tatum, obviously. But then Pat Connaughton against Jaylen Brown, like
getting cooked.
That's not.
I mean, Giannis gonna get at KP, but I mean, KP will give him.
Yeah, KP for sure. Giannis is gonna have a favorable matchup with a KP, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Like I just don't think the defensive abilities that they gave up was worth getting the offensive, especially since we know that Dame is inconsistent the further you go into the playoffs, you know. Like I just don't see this working out the same way that Giannis probably wants it to, you know. And I do think Giannis, at the end of the day, this is going to be a way for the Bucks to try and keep Giannis. This is basically their way of saying, yo, we're in, like we're going to help you. We're going to give you as much help as you need. Just stay here, you know. But at the same time, it's like,
not only that, they helped thank you. They helped the Suns shore up their bench, which was the big issue everybody was talking about. The Blazers get a fresh young big to run with their young guards. Like the Bucks lost this trade, bro. The Bucks lost this trade. After let's see what Portland, because I'm saying that thinking that Jrue Holiday is with the Trailblazers. But let's see who they move Jrue for. If they move him for some more young pieces,
for sure.
I'm not sure what they're gonna do as far as Jrue, but the Bucks damn near got worse, and these other teams got better.
I don't think the Bucks got worse, but they definitely didn't get as. They definitely aren't the favorites. Like they definitely aren't the overwhelming favorites, like everybody's saying they are. I don't see it. Like I don't see how this trade makes them the overwhelming favorite at all.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't.
Because I still think if Miami goes out, if I'm Miami, I'm on the phone with Portland right now. Like, yo, what y'all need for Jrue?
They're on the phone. On the phone with Miami, like, look, we couldn't get Dame from you, but we'll take Jrue.
We'll take Jrue, you know.
We'll take Jrue.
we'll be like,
that's crazy. Hey, that might be the best thing that happened to Miami. Best thing that happened to Miami might just be Pat Riley sticking to his guns and not and that's what a lot of people are upset. Like, no, that he needs to just pull the trigger. Like he's not giving up Bam. Bam's not on the table. He's stuck to his guns. Pat Riley being the old school man he is, and not being blinded by shiny, shimmery shit, was able to not get fleeced. Was able to not get fleeced for Dame,
right? And
now get Jrue for much less.
Right.
Hey, that's part of the game, man. You got to be patient. Sit down, stick to your morals, stick to your guns.
For sure.
I mean, that's how I see it. If they can get Jrue.
Context.
Yo. What's the word, fellas? Hold on, man. I got to pop
the word is the Bucks got fleeced today.
Oh man, I might have to pop a bottle, man. Hold on. Because did the Celtics just bait Milwaukee into giving up Jrue Holiday? Hey, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Yo, the Celtics look like they just baited Milwaukee into getting Jrue. Because if I'm the Celtics, you said Miami. If I'm the Celtics, yo, Brogdon, sayonara, buddy. You're out of here.
But if they can, let's say they can do it without. Is there a possible way they can do it without giving up Brogdon? Like, do they have any any picks. You know, maybe
let me actually look
maybe a
that up.
future first round or something.
Yeah, I think they do. They do
a
have
young
trades.
player, the future first round.
If I'm
they can do
Portland,
that,
if I'm Portland, I don't want Brogdon. I don't want
right.
Brogdon.
That's what I'm saying. It's if you got Jrue, Derek White, and Malcolm Brogdon,
right?
That's a
yeah. I mean,
crazy.
it's already Celtics in 6. If they get
That's
Jrue, it's
crazy.
Celtics in 5, maybe 4.
That's crazy. That's all right. See, now, all right. I'm gonna shoot some bill. Let me just shoot some bill.
But you got Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Milwaukee might as well not even show up. Milwaukee might as well not even show up.
If they get if Boston get Jrue, that's a scary sight. I'm not gonna hold you. That's an all defensive team, like from start to like from top to bottom. That's an all like they could all just make all defensive team like together. Like they won't even need they'll for all the roster. But let me say this though. As far as the Bucks, right? In my opinion, I still think it did benefit the Bucks. They are the second best team in the East. I think the Celtics are still the better team. I don't know how the rest of the pieces are gonna fit with the rest of the team. Like Pat Connaughton is a little bit streaky as a shooter. He's still a good defender. I think he's gonna be their point of attack defender at this point, right? He's gonna be their perimeter guy. Obviously they use Jay Crowder. I mean, Jay Crowder's old now. I don't know how effective he's going to be as their wing defender. If I was Milwaukee, I would have definitely flipped Blockwork Middleton. Yo, first of all, bro, why is Blockwork still on the team, bro?
Why y'all hate Chris?
Boy,
Blockwork Middleton is crazy.
Mid is in his name, bro. Like mid is in his name, bro. Mid Middleton. That's what we call him in the hood. We call him Mid Blockwork Middleton, bro. That's his full name.
After he carried. What I'm saying is that goes further into it. Now, if they would have moved Chris Middleton, I would have been even more upset because, bro, like
no.
Jrue,
I get what you're saying.
That's how Giannis
narrative
is
talk though, Ox. Nah, you talking from narrative. We talking about hoop. Let's all right. I see what you're doing. I'm gonna let you rock. And listen, this is your world. You do what you want. I see where you go with it, and I'm not trying to deter you from that. But what I'm saying, if we're talking about basketball, you know the better move was to flip Middleton, Blockwork Middleton instead of Jrue. Taking away Jrue was a dumb move by Milwaukee. You said it yourself. They got fleeced. You got fleeced you got your best perimeter defender right up out of there. Like, and you got Blockwork.
For Dame, who plays Dame don't play a lick of D.
Not a lick.
And I'm saying, like, is there enough shots for Dame down the line? Is Dame gonna sit around watching Giannis run and dunk?
Well, so let me ask this now. Right? A lot of people was complaining. Actually, I was on well, we remember Ox, we was on Lamont stream, right? We was on FYF stream, and we were talking to Gilbert Arenas about the Hakeem thing. Now, looking back, now that we see this with Adrian Griffin, the way that he runs the offense in Toronto, where they run a lot of including a lot of low post and mid post work, right? With Pascal Siakam. Doesn't the investment look like it's better off now? Like now, if they're going to be changing, now they're going to open up the offense a little bit more. If Giannis has improved any way in his low post work, isn't that going to benefit Dame with the swing collapse?
Well, defense? Look, Tex, according to Gilbert Arenas, and we was both on the stream. If y'all haven't seen that, y'all go to FIF Sports Debate. Check out Lamont's channel. Me and Tex was both on there. Going at it a little bit with Gilbert Arenas. He was trying to explain to us that workout session with Hakeem Olajuwon is going to do nothing for Giannis' game. The only thing it's going to do is drain his bank account. So y'all heard that from an NBA vet. So it's got to be true, right?
What was he trying to get at? Like, what does that mean?
Basically, Giannis isn't skilled enough to get with Hakeem's workouts.
That was my big ox, and that's what I feel like we both was trying to get at. Like, are you trying to say that Giannis doesn't even have the capability to pick it up now?
Well, at first I thought he was trying to say that Hakeem wasn't a good enough trainer, and I think he was kind of saying both. And so
but in my opinion, what it came across to me, I think what Gilbert was saying, and I agree from that aspect. I think Giannis did not learn those fundamentals about footwork from as soon as he got to the league. As a project, what they did was they kind of just let him do whatever he wanted. Remember, Jason Kidd said, yo, we're not going to develop your low post. In fact, we're going to flip it the opposite. I'm going to put the ball in your hand and just let
made him
you
a point
figure
guard.
it out. Right. And just turn him into a point guard. So that was a detriment to him. He played the game actually from outside in. And he didn't play from inside out. He did not develop the inside skills with the balance, the footwork. So that's why I agree with Gilbert in that aspect. Like, I feel like he did it at such a late time. It's going to take, he has to put in so much work to catch up to be just comparable, you know what I'm saying? Like just a decent low post player that he doesn't know if he can do it in such a short time that we're going to see the effects. You know what I'm saying? By the time he gets to that tier where he absorbs all that information, is he going to be at the same stage in his career where it's going to be effective? So I get it. Time equity does count. But I was like, damn, at least let him get the tools. You know what I mean? Let him get the tools.
So how do you see Dame and Giannis's chemistry then? Like, how do you see them working on the court together? What do you think?
I think it's to be honest with you, that's the least of my worries. To be honest with you, I think that's gonna be seamless fit. I think what Dame being the fact that he's stretched out his 3-point jump shot to so far, like I mean, he's the closest thing to Steph in terms of shooting from distance. At some points he'd be shooting further away than Steph does. Steph be kind of like reining it in, and Dame be really trying to pull from like half court.
So is it clear cut that down the stretch Dame is the one taking the shots?
Yeah, of course,
absolutely.
This is what you signed him. This is what you brought him in for. You saw what they did. I mean, in even small situations, right? Remember when they brought Paul Pierce in Washington, and he was the one that was taking the game-winning shots, even though John Wall and Bradley Beal were. I mean, so of course, I'm using that as an example, as a small example, but yeah, Dame's definitely gonna take the shot. I mean, Chris Middleton, if he has an wide open look, you know what I mean, or if Dame gets doubled and he swing, and Chris Middleton gets wide open, I think Chris Middleton could definitely hit, some clutch shots too, but Dame is definitely gonna get wide open shots. Because I think with that pick and roll, you have to. Giannis is gonna be getting so many free dunks that eventually is gonna collapse the defense, and those swing passes are gonna get back to Dame where he can still, you know what I'm saying? I think Dame actually does way more for Giannis, and I think it opens Giannis's game. I think the playmaking that Giannis is gonna come out of those short rolls now is like Draymond Green, but a bigger version, like, you know what I mean, with the short rolls, with the swing. So I think, and Giannis, he could pass. Like that's one of the great skills he has. So I think it's gonna work out.
Yeah, it's just okay shit.
It's all based on if they implement it though, man. Like if the coach implements that, then that's gonna be deadly. But if they don't, then...
What you eating, nigga? Damn,
you called me slipping. I was eating the apple.
My bad.
No, you good. Hold on. No. I was because y'all was really getting into it. I was like, all right, I got time.
Yeah, my bad. I ain't even peep. I'll just start. I was just waiting a couple minutes. I'll start pulling.
No, you good. To kind of talk about it because they caught us slipping, Ox on the press box. And we turned into the panel for like 10 minutes as we was all freaking out about the trade.
Yeah, I'm watching that. We shut the panel down 15 minutes too early.
Yeah, and I was like, I know
that's always happened. That's weird.
Yeah, I know Ron punching the air right now.
That happened. What move was that when that happened?
I think it was a Kyrie move, right?
It was Kyrie. You're right. It was Kyrie.
I know because we straight up said I know Ron punching the air right now because we was freaking it out. Luckily, at least Jalen Carter was there, so I was trying to ask him some questions. But I think
host Ron.
I think
I see y'all up here capping today. Y'all up here capping.
Hold on. Before you get at him, Bucks fan. Hold on 1 second.
Bucks fan.
Right? It's nasty.
Hey, I just want to say this real quick.
Real quick. Hey. Hold on, P5. Hold on. Wait a second. Yo, Nahari, you're a Bucks fan now? Does it say
he's a Giannis
Nahari
fan.
The Bucks fan?
He's a Giannis fan.
Oh, you
know
the
what
Bucks
fan? Bucks fan.
Hey.
We don't care about the Lakers.
Yo, you bet the Bucks fan.
We in daddy right now. It's the Bucks fan.
Nah, bro.
Hold on, real quick.
Wait, Dezo. Hold on, y'all. Dezo, How do you feel about that? You got
This is the biggest Giannis glazer.
you got Chicago boys switching up on the
That
shot.
boy,
I'm not
oh my
gonna
god,
lie.
yo.
Yo, that's a crazy switch up, yo.
Wait a second, child. Relax.
I was just about to say, random. Don't ever call him Bucks fan ever again, bro.
I just
He's
read his
not-
thing. I apologize,
He's
Diesel.
not a
I
Bucks
apologize.
fan.
Hold on.
Actually,
But fellas,
he may not. He may
Y'all
be.
dead thought you got it wrong. He
This is
dead
the
a
biggest
Bucks
Giannis
fan.
Yeah, he
glazer in the
straight up
world.
said Bucks.
I
Hold
was
on,
on a
hold
stream
on.
with him earlier. It was
Yeah.
bad. It was
Hold
real
on,
bad.
hold on one second, y'all. So Dezo, you're saying that from a Bulls fan, he's switching up on y'all going to the Bucks, and you're gonna try to pull him back in.
Actually, you know what?
Kick him
Tahar,
out.
You
Keep
can stay
him
over
out.
there, bro. You can stay over there.
Yeah, keep him out, bro.
Stay over there.
What? You was about to pull him back
Hey,
in?
listen. Man, this
You was about to
man,
pull
Giannis,
him back
I'm
in.
not gonna lie.
Catch you in Chicago.
This duo right here is gonna be better than Kobe and Shaq, bro. Because Giannis is just that good.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
Nigga said,
He's
yeah.
Oh my
fellas,
God.
Yo.
Why you make
Fellas.
us do this, man?
Hey,
Fellas,
Ox,
let me-
he said they was
Yo,
more
Ox,
dominant. Hey,
remember,
Ox.
we be driving the car and these niggas take the car and drive the shit off the cliff.
Yo,
Yo,
he said a lot of crazy stuff earlier, bro.
I gotta put this young man in timeout for a couple of
He
times.
said he was better than
Hopefully
Hakeem.
he
Bro,
calms down.
Bro, every time the fucking rod gets shorter and shorter. Every time the rod gets shorter and shorter.
Oh man, y'all know I
He was saying
y'all know I
some
can't
crazy
keep my
things
Nah.
earlier, bro.
hold up. Y'all know
for real.
y'all know I can't kick my man's out. Y'all know I can't kick my man's out like that.
He's
No, I'm
valid,
saying,
but that was crazy.
hold on.
That was crazy.
This the cap, man. Y'all been saying
Hold
the
on,
Bucks
hold on.
off
They're
the
not even
trade.
the best duo in the
Real quick. Hold on, y'all.
Yes, they are.
Hey, y'all, hold on.
Easily.
Hold on,
Easily?
real quick. Hold on, bro.
Yo.
Hold on, random. Hold on, easy. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let's get back.
You could argue with, I guess.
I'm gonna give. Hold on, P5. You about to get your shot right now, bro. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on this, uninterrupted thoughts on this. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty of time, y'all. No sense. We don't got to act like them motherfuckers in Tokyo trying to run onto the train. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just relax. Y'all gonna speak your piece. We can all sing together, but I guarantee you we can't talk together. Somebody please turn that music off in the background.
That ain't me.
So easy. We're gonna go like this. I want you to get yours off. No, my fault, random. You was in the middle of it, random. So let me hear from you, random. Let me if you got music playing in the background, please turn it off.
Yeah, I think somebody got the stream.
There's stream playing in the background.
Okay, cool. So random. Let's I want to.
Well, so like we said, like we turned into the panel. We were talking straight football. We were talking Colin Kaepernick that we need a palate cleanser because Colin said that letter to the Jets, palate cleanser. And for me, I understand everybody
spoke, by the way.
Yeah, right. Yeah, rightfully talking about obviously the Bucks and all that. I found myself thinking about the Trailblazers themselves. I think long term they're the winners of this trade. You got. Obviously, Ayton gets out of a toxic situation, and if he is the player that he thinks he is, he should take this opportunity by like grabbing a bull by the horns and just being the best 100%. Player. Yeah, be the best player in for the Trailblazers. Obviously, if Scoot works out the way it is, there will be a natural transition from Ayton to Scoot. But at that point, you like to believe that Ayton has established himself well enough that they could be a very good 1-2 punch. I understand that the Portland does not want to be good this year. I understand that they don't. They still want to tank and get better pieces. But I'm the one person who said they should keep Jrue. I think Jrue could help Scoot both on and off the court, learning how to be a pro, but also helping him in terms of learning the game, how to play defense, how to be a better perimeter defender. Obviously, it's not going to be overnight, but having a veteran player like Jrue there would be really big for not just Jrue, but the rest of the Portland backcourt, in my opinion. But if you're going to trade him, you're going to trade him. The place that I thought immediately that Jrue could go, but obviously this is before I thought about money and salary cap. If he went to the Nuggets win the title. If he went to the Nuggets win the title. That's how I felt. But but the way I'm looking. Long term, obviously, yeah, the money would not work. That's why he's never going to go there. So if somehow Miami gets Jrue, I'd be very excited for Miami. But I still think the Trailblazers are kind of mad at them.
Okay, because random. Who won the trade? Who lost the trade? It's 3 teams. Okay. Let's say that's what we'll do, y'all. That's what we'll do. As far as winning and losing the trade, let's go start bench cut.
I guess you can say. I guess the casual take would be the Bucks won the trade.
Not
because
casual,
they got the best
unless if
but
you're
in
a
my
casual, then give a
opinion,
casual take.
yeah. But in my opinion, I still think the Trailblazers won the trade. They got the best long-term outlook. They got maybe not the best player, but they got the best collection of talent and I understand the Suns. Fluent said itself best himself when I talked to him on the stream. The Suns traded Ayton for depth, and I don't think it's enough depth for them to. I know Ox are really high on the Suns still with their talent, but I still think the top guys in the West are not afraid of them. I understand that maybe they got a little more dog or dirty, if you want to call whatever Grayson Allen does, but because they needed that in their squad. But I think that the Trailblazers won the best. It's obviously it's not going to be evident right away. But if obviously this is all Ayton develops the way I think he could, Scoot develops the way I think he could, in maybe 2-3 years, we're like, man. And obviously they make the right play. They take the right things. Plus they got long-term picks that end after supposedly Dame contracts end and a future Giannis potential extension ends.
So what? So you start Portland.
So I start Portland. I guess I start Portland. I would bench the Bucks because I just have more faith in them than I do the Suns in terms of health and all that, and I would cut the Suns. So that's where I would go.
Okay, let's move to you, Easy. Let me get.
All right.
Let me
say
get,
that. My bad. Let me turn my camera off so I can eat this apple and stay nutritious.
Yeah,
I thought it was a glizzy. I'm not gonna lie.
bro.
How dare you, P5?
I thought that nigga was eating a banana. That's
No,
not
you.
okay, that's
Yo,
crazy.
bananas crazy. Hold on.
Bananas
man.
crazy.
So wait a second. Y'all are telling me that this shit is that serious? Niggas can't eat bananas anymore?
No, I thought no.
bananas,
Nahari
like-
is wild.
Don't do that shit on camera, Ox. Don't do that shit on camera. Don't eat no banana on camera, bro.
Yeah,
Not in public. Not on
They
camera,
so
bro.
insecure,
Come on,
Ox,
bro.
in
No,
how
you
they
niggas
move. They
are
so
sick.
insecure.
Yo, do that on your own time. Don't do that on camera.
I just
I
want
don't
to
need
be
to
rude
see
on the
that.
stream, Ox. That's me. That's why I'm turning my camera. I just don't want to be rude.
Brandon
It's all
actually made a
good,
pretty
but,
good point there.
Brandon, it don't matter,
kinda
bro.
fuck with what he said.
If you eating the apple, only thing I ask is that you mute it because I know your ass gonna be smacking like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm a smacker.
But
I'm not gonna lie.
you can eat whatever you want on this stream, bro. But go ahead, Easy. Let me get your take.
Glizzy gobbler. Nah, let me chill out.
All right.
yo.
What? Hey, yo.
You all right, you got
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Where's the pause?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Don't trip. Move
Yo,
on.
that was-
Let's move on. Let's stay focused.
All right, yeah. All right. I ain't trying to be too long about it because I ain't even really have time to really digest this. You feel me? But off the rip, first thoughts, yo, dog, you gave up Jrue Holiday. I don't know how you about to survive off this, yo. So you banked off Dame. You banked on Dame. Hopefully Dame take you where you want to go. If he does that, then boom, you won. You won the trade. Yo.
Never forget that, yo.
Yo, all right. So that gotta happen. But I agree with Random in a sort of a sense. You kind of won the trade. You basically got a number 2 overall pick. Well, was he number 2? Matter of fact, he's number 1, right? Number 1 overall pick. You got him. You got Jrue. Yeah.
Didn't he go number 1? I think he went number 1 in 2018.
Yeah,
Aiden went number 1.
He went number 1, so you got him. Then you got a pick from it, and then you got Jrue. You could flip him, get more from him too. So I think you kind of won the trade. All right, this is where it's a toss up for me because the Suns got Grayson Allen and Nurkic off that, right?
They got Nasir Little,
That kind
who's a quality defender, especially off the bench.
That's the pick about the most. Nasir Little.
So you kind of and Nasir Little, right?
I like Nurkic.
Him too, right? So you kind of bolstered up your bench. So if they come out winning the chip this year, Bucks, you failed. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing over there, but you failed completely. If this does not work out for you, and it has to work out the first year, I'm not gonna lie, because you can't make the money work. The money is not gonna work in the long term. So you have to make it work.
Next year, Dame getting 62, right?
62, and Giannis is on a supermax.
He's not, and he's getting the supermax. And
Giannis
is not getting paid chump change.
But ain't Giannis on the max already?
Hold on, Brandon. Let him get it.
Yeah,
off,
but he's
Brandon.
getting the supermax easy. He's
getting the supermax too. So how you about to make that work? You can't formulate a team around that, bro. Like you're gonna have to let key pieces go. Now next year you're gonna have to think about Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis, things of that nature. Like, all right, you're letting go of everything that made you who you are now. So you better hope Adrian Griffin changed his life for Giannis. So that's another thing right there.
And
and to be honest, like giving up Jrue Holiday. Now I'm not gonna lie. Like, all right, when Boston gave up Marcus Smart for Porzingis, that was a crazy blow. But I could kind of understand it. But giving up Jrue Holiday and you got no type of backup for him, no type of backup, because you can at least say Boston got the Derek White at least.
yeah,
Some type of form of
because they
like
gave up
run the
Grayson Allen.
defense.
They gave up Grayson Allen, who's the other perimeter defender, if I'm not
And
mistaken.
then you gave up Grayson Allen too. So you just gave up your fucking starting backcourt for for Dame. So you're banking on Dame. I hope he takes you where you want to go. But
I don't.
you like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, and I fake agree with Tex when he was saying this earlier. Like, yo, you kind of got baited by the Celtics because you saw them make that move, and then you see them trying to make a move for Dame, and you gave up your most valuable asset for him. Like, I can't get over that. Like, everything has been down in my mind.
Hey, easy, real quick. Let me ask you something because I'm just not hip to the lingo. What does it mean when you say I fake agree with context? What does that mean?
I agree with him, but like it's hard to explain. It's New York lingo.
Okay,
New York
for
lingo. It's
sure,
hard to
for
explain.
sure.
No, but
I gotta spend the summer out there with y'all.
They just be making shit
Yo,
up.
I've got to.
Yeah,
Niggas-
Diesel,
niggas
that's
just
what I'm
say
saying.
anything,
That's all
Dezo.
I'm hearing right now.
Hey,
bro.
Dezo, them New York
You
niggas just
agree
say
or you don't
anything and
agree?
be like, nah, it makes sense.
Hey,
Trust me. You know what I'm talking about. Now, but go ahead, Easy. I want to get your start bench cut on this trade, though, Easy.
Yo, Ox, even the white boys talking out here talking like this.
Yeah,
So
I know,
yo,
right?
so if it's fake, you come find out. We out here. Yo,
No doubt.
so for my start, I would say, man, honestly, I would say, honestly, I would say,
Context. Not everybody is haters like you. Context. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, cause I see this falling flat on their face. So I'm gonna start the
you a
fucking
hater,
start.
Easy.
Such a hater, bro.
Yo, I've seen this. Yo,
The niggas hating tonight.
Yo, how you do Jrue Holiday like that? No way.
Oh my God,
no
bro.
way. Ox. I agree with you 100%. You bled Jrue astray. How you do that to him, bro? No
Yo,
way.
Easy, when you do scumbag shit, nothing good comes from that. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing good comes from that.
Comes from scumbag
Nothing
shit.
good. That
was
shit.
Scumbag shit right there.
Ox, that shit, I promise you, that shit is gonna come back and bite them in the fucking face later on. They're gonna like, yo, why we did that?
I agree with
All right,
that.
cool.
Go
I'm gonna start the Suns. I'm gonna bench the Bucks for possibility, and I'm gonna cut the Blazers respectfully. But Blazers, y'all did your thing.
And you know what though? This might be the first time I've seen a 3-team trade where, I mean, so I said the Bucks lost the trade, but I mean they still got Dame Lillard.
Right.
I think they all won.
Yeah, they all won.
That's what I'm saying. This is the first time where I seen a 3-team trade where everybody actually didn't do bad. You know what I mean? Like
I think they all won actually. They all won.
Not all of them
has to work out for the Bucks. They have to make it work in at least 2 years.
I'll get to my point.
Easy, you up here. Y'all are chatting.
Hold on, Bulls fan. It's on you, Bulls fan. Let's hear. Hold on, no, wait a second, Bulls fan. Look, but I don't want to hear none of that Kobe Shaq shit again. But we cannot survive.
I had to stop the shoulder for a second. You know what I'm saying? I'm back to Bulls, but listen, y'all are up here chatting like y'all are chatting like crazy. Y'all are overvaluing Jrue Holiday. This is insane. This nigga Jrue Holiday in the playoffs, ever since he got to the Bucks, has been one of the worst offensive players in the playoffs, bro. Nigga got games out here shooting 6 for 20. This nigga out here shooting 30% from the field. The number one problem for the Bucks was shot creating and playmaking. Somebody that can actually shot create with Giannis. Now they fixed that problem with Damian Lillard. What are y'all talking about? Y'all are chatting right now. This is crazy. Jrue Holiday, they traded
We're
Jrue
not
for
talking about
Dame.
basketball no more. Like, what are we doing?
They traded Jrue for a superstar, borderline superstar level player, a borderline top 10 player who actually they actually need him too, because their problem is offensively. Their problems in the half court.
With you, my boy.
It's crazy, man. Y'all are chatting like crazy, man. Ain't nobody worried about that nigga Jrue Holiday. Just all that nigga gonna do in the playoffs is go in the playoffs and shoot 6 for 35, shoot 20% from the field. He wasn't playing no type of defense last season. Jimmy Butler cooked that nigga. What if you're playing trash on both ends? What are we doing?
Bulls, what he gave him, a 50 burger? It was like a 50 burger, right?
Yeah. We need to stop this right now.
Y'all niggas need to
it's
stop,
crazy. It's
bro.
crazy. But y'all are acting like Dame. Y'all acting like bro. They legitimately traded Jrue Holiday.
Y'all niggas tripped one time, bro.
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Bulls fan, or Bucks fan. I'm not sure. How do I address you now? Let me say this real quick, y'all, because you just came with some stats. And look, I'm on Basketball Reference right now. Y'all heard it here first. I'm on Basketball Reference right now. Not W Basketball. Because you talking about that 6 for 20 from Jrue Holiday, right? Let me give you some field goal attempts from Damian Lillard. I'll start from his last playoff games up. Right here,
go ahead.
No, hold on. I don't need no interruptions, y'all. Relax. I got 8 for 20. 17 for 24.
Yeah, sit on, Des.
1 for 10.
That's what I have to stand up.
15 for 31. 11 for 24. 10 for 25. 3 for 9, 8 for 20, 6 for 14, 9 for 21, 11 for 23, 5 for 18.
Is this over his career?
I started from his last. I started his last playoff game, and I'm going backwards.
Okay, all right.
I got. Where am I at? 6 for 14, 9 for 21, 11 for 24, 5 for 18, 6 for 16, 3 for 17. Do y'all need me to keep going?
I think you got the point.
Go ahead. Okay, so that's
hold on. No. 6 for 23. 6 for 23. 9 for 30. Yo, 9 for 30.
That's crazy. 9 for 30.
So Bulls fan, cut that shit out.
All right. So with all that being said, has Damian Lillard ever played with a player that gets the same type of gravity as Giannis? Has he ever played with a team with the type of floor spacing that the Bucks have? Has he ever played with an Anthony Davis? These niggas Jrue Holiday is playing with elite offensive players and still trash. He's still garbage.
Let Bulls fan go. Let him go.
I would love to go.
Like, what are we talking about right now?
I can
no
make my
type of
argument
context
much
in
better.
those
You can wait. Y'all can wait. It's Bulls fans' turn. Go ahead, Bulls fan.
But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You done? Okay, P5, you got it. What? How? Wait. No, hold on. Wait. Hold on, P5. Bulls fan, you're not done. I need you to start bench cut.
You already know I'm starting the Bucks, nigga. Now, say we start the Bucks, we gonna bench the Suns, we gonna cut the Trailblazers. You know what I'm saying?
Cut the Blazers.
Okay, P5. Let's hear it, bro.
First, I want to say this: I don't fault any team in this trade. I think all three teams won, especially for what they were trying to do in this trade and what they needed to do in this offseason. The Bucks, after what Giannis was saying about the extension and how he was kind of second guessing himself about signing it, they needed to make a big splash move like this to try and boost him up into like even more deep into contention. The Suns desperately needed depth, and the Blazers were looking for more assets and trading Dame right, and they did Dame right. I think they were better offers out there. But I think
he didn't go to Miami. They sent him. They still sent
him. Hold on, bro. Let him talk.
Yeah, they did Dame right. I think they were better offers, but they did Dame right. I understand what random guy is saying from the Blazers from a long-term perspective, but for what all these teams are trying to accomplish, I think I'm gonna start the Bucks, and I'll get to that in a minute. I'll bench the Blazers and I'll cut the Suns. But these are all like B+ grades for all three of these teams in this trade. The reason I'm starting the Bucks is because the risk level is super, super high. But I agree to an extent with Nahari. The Bucks have struggled mightily with perimeter creation over the last 2 years in the playoffs. Of course, they dealt with some injury problems. Chris Middleton has been in and out of the lineup for the past 2 years, but like assuming that this team can stay healthy. I know the numbers that Ox just read, but I just can't. If Dame shoots that badly or like anywhere near that bad with the team
9 for 30,
yeah, like if he shoots nearly that bad, like on a team that I know what context about Chris Middleton, but he's still a guy that you have to account for on the perimeter. With a guy like Giannis, who is really good at providing rim pressure and being able to kick it out, like
if he shoots that bad, he's just not the guy that people think he is. I think that's what we have to. I think that's what we have to eventually come to a realization of if he shoots that badly. But I don't see Dame struggling that badly. I agree with Dezo that this team is. He said at best, but I think they're at worst a conference finals team. I still have Boston beating them, but I think they're easily a top 2 team in the East. You could easily argue number 1 for me, but I'm starting the Bucks because they did exactly what they needed to do. If this succeeds, it secures Giannis long term, which is something that they also desperately needed to do. But the risk factor is super, super high. The Blazers did a great job. They did Dame right at the end of the day, which is what I really hope they would do, and not just send them to like Brooklyn or Toronto or anything like that. Like I saw reports in the last few days. They got back future trade assets like deep into the 2020s, so they're looking super long term into this. They got 2 pick swaps that are unprotected, and they from the Bucks, and they got a 2029 first. Love that. I agree somewhat with what Random said about Jrue Holiday. I think they should keep him at least up to the trade deadline. Because I think Holiday at that point he would have been able to play his role out fine, be a mentor to the young guards on that team. When you're looking at Simons, Scoot, and guys like Shaedon Sharpe as well, like guys like that, teaching them how to be pros, helping that team grow a little bit further. I think starting Jrue day one is the best option for that team, and then kind of give the reins to Scoot by trading Jrue Holiday at the deadline, or if they just like put him on a leave earlier than the deadline and they move him then. I think he still has good trade value in him. The Suns, even though I'm cutting them, it's still a B+ move for the Suns. They got necessary depth. I think they got better with less is better than more, if that's the right terminology, for getting Nurkic over Ayton, a guy that's willing to play in the pick and roll, a guy that's willing to run to the rim, grab rebounds, and just play his role. He's not the greatest defender, but he's at least a guy that'll buy in a little bit more than Ayton into the role that they need him to play. I love Nasir Little for that team as well. Yeah. I think this is all B+ deal grades. If I had to grade it, the Bucks for what they needed to do was an A+. The Blazers is an A, and the Suns would be a strong B+, maybe an A- for me.
Okay. I want to hear from you, Breezy.
Random guys, a question?
Yeah, I just have a quick question.
Yeah, I'm right here. I want to hear the question.
Yeah, so real quick. So I guess we don't know what Middleton's health status is, but with them getting Dame, does that mean maybe they're still good enough without Middleton right now to make the
in the regular season, especially
in the regular season? Can they take their time to make sure that he's
they can at least play it safe with Middleton? We might see Middleton have some games coming off the bench to start the year. His minutes are going to be staggered. Like we might see 20-25 minute per game games by Middleton to start the season. Even though he is in the starting lineup, he'll be coming off the bench. So it's kind of similar to what the Clippers did with Kawhi last year. They played him slowly in. Of course, Middleton isn't the same player that Kawhi is, but they'll at least play him in a little slowly. They believe they're good enough in the regular season, and he'll get to full strength by about halfway through the season, maybe towards the end.
I mean, how do we know this? Do we even know what his health status is? Do we know this?
I don't. We don't. We really
did
don't.
Not have surgery this.
Okay, so we don't. So what I'm saying is we don't really know.
It's not a sure thing. None of these are a sure thing.
We don't know what Adrian Griffin is going to do. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this about Adrian Griffin: he does come, at least from a defensive standpoint, he comes from a coaching staff, especially from under Nick Nurse, that plays a lot of zone. They do a lot of unorthodox stuff on defense. Rarely will you ever see them just man up and or it's not rare, but in contrary to the other teams, they won't just leave guys on an island against an elite perimeter offensive player like we saw Bud do against the Heat. So I think they at least improved in that standpoint. Now I'm predicting what he might do from what Toronto did, but I think it is an upgrade, and I think.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's to add a little bit of context.
I want to get to everybody's take on this trade first.
Okay.
Let's just get everything out before we go into it. You know how we're gonna go in a second. I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to speak. Make sure everybody gets a chance to get their shit off. But first, real quick though, I do want to say, don't make friends who are comfortable to be with. Make friends who will force you to level yourself up. That is kind of the quote of the time right now. I want us to all just be the best we can be. Make sure that we hold our circle accountable. Make sure that our circle holds us accountable. Just take care of yourself. Take care of your people. Also, had a great interview last night in the Champagne Room. If y'all haven't checked it out, y'all make sure to go.
Riz was on a different level. Ox, the Riz was on a different level.
A lot of
facts, bro. Facts.
It's a lot of good.
Hold on, man. Let me just give you.
Hold on, Tex, you about to say some wild shit, bro. Let me hold on,
Ox. I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
I want to hear this question real quick. I want to hear this question.
Wait, hold on. Real quick, Tex. Real quick. It was a lot of great information in there. Y'all go check it out next Wednesday. Y'all don't want to miss it.
Hey,
next Wednesday.
Go ahead, though, Tex.
What you mean by that?
This
What you mean by
nigga
that?
I mean, turn your damn notifications on.
Big Riz now. You know this Big Riz now.
That means the champagne room game.
Hold on. Let me get a quick ISO. Let me get a Kobe ISO, man. This is a public service announcement, man. Real quick. There's a public service announcement. Yo, we gotta protect this man at all costs. Ox is doing the Lord's work. He is for the culture. He is for the people. We need to protect this man at all costs, not only nationally but worldwide. It's about to go crazy. I see what you're doing.
Get real.
I am buying immediately. I need to hop on the train,
trying
man.
to stop context already.
Man.
Hey, but listen, Breezy
can't
has
leave your
some smoke
girl
for
around
me,
the
though.
ox,
Breezy
man.
has some
Yeah.
smoke. I want to see
You
what
too
that.
slick out here.
It ain't never nothing like that, Africa.
Nah, you just real slick though. You know what I mean? Just your mannerisms,
Hey, it's
man.
the
I see
quiet
you,
ones, man. He moving
yeah,
silent,
man.
bro.
You be smooth, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's reserved with his shit, but the
I want to
Riz
hear
is
what
out of
Breezy has
control,
to say.
bro.
Breezy
Champagne
not
room. Now
like
you
what I was
gotta
saying
ask.
at
You gotta
all,
ask
though.
some questions.
Yeah, champagne room about to be in the shadow room, like we different type of rooms.
Don't
man.
let this ever be a live podcast for real. Like,
no, it's going. Hey,
nah,
random. It's going up. Champagne room going crazy. Y'all just stick
let
with
me
it.
be your editor, bro. Let me be your video editor for real.
Yo, Breezy,
You're
what's
gonna end up in the club by the end of the
Brandon.
season, bro. You're gonna end up in the club. Like, it's about to be
Hey, Africa, don't give them too much, bro. Don't give them too much. Hey, random. I do need help with editing though. So hit me on Telegram.
You got it.
But Breezy, I want to hear from you, bro.
You got some smoke from me. I saw in the private chat.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Again, man, adding to a context of while we here, man, I definitely want to get that interview. You know what I'm saying? I asked you that when you was on Chill with Chill. Definitely want to get the interview. But my star bench, I kind of agree with the panel. Shout out to the panel. I feel like Portland. I would say.
Hey, Breezy, real quick. You hear them sirens, bro? I've been hearing sirens going off in Portland ever since Dame got traded. They tripping out here right now.
That's a good or a bad thing. Like,
I think it's bad. I'm staying in the house. but go ahead though, Breezy. My bad. Go ahead.
I feel like far as, you know, because of what happened with the Brooklyn Nets and their reputation in the front office with the GM and the head coaches and everything like that, you know, I pay attention to what happens there as well. And what I seen was two things happen. I seen Scoop get somebody he could run a pick and roll with at the start of the season, and you know, these pieces that's around Scoop complement, you know what I'm saying, Scoop and Ayton, who's been urgent for him to get the ball. Like that was his urgency. And with Bill coming to the team, that wasn't going to happen. He didn't fit the Suns no more. It's a good fit. This is probably one of the better trades I've seen in a long time, especially when you contrast the Brooklyn Nets, you know what I'm saying? But I think because Giannis told the front office, like, yo, if y'all not serious, I want out. And then they get somebody like Dame Lillard, I feel like that's a win for the Milwaukee Bucks too. Like, yo, they went out and got somebody that's serious about winning right now. And it was quiet. Everybody thought it was about Miami. And then just out of nowhere, the Bucks got Dame Lillard. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they did the right
God is
thing.
good. Man, God is good. I'm gonna be pushing some nasty agendas, man.
But Big Ox, he did pull up the numbers in the playoffs, and they not impressive.
They're not impressive. Those were some real tour days.
I don't know if you remember, because you be on Chill with Chill a lot. And Ox, like, I don't know if y'all remember, but that was one of the things I was talking about. Like, I really said the best fit that I thought for Dame. I don't know if we've had, you know, a couple of Dame conversations, but I said to me, the Bucks is the best fit for him. Honestly, the way that he shoots, it opens up the offense so much for Giannis. That's what it really does. It allows Giannis's game to be easier. Giannis doesn't have to self-create so much, and he's going to And that's why I want to ask. That's why I said I really want to
hold on, no text. Let me
soft glaze on the takes is crazy though. Context soft glaze. That's crazy.
Pause.
Hold on. Let me get Breezy. You got your start bench cut off though, Breezy?
Yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I'm gonna start Portland. Know what I'm saying? I'm a bench Milwaukee. And I'm gonna cut the Suns. Suns got all of these good players, but they just got there. And when teams are going to win it, they got a solid core, like the Bucks. The Bucks, they didn't change much. Grayson Allen, trust me, the fans ain't gonna miss him. The team ain't gonna miss him. They got Dame Lillard, bro. They're not gonna miss him. But with the irrelevance of Scoop to my Lou, remember I call him that first. Scoop to my Lou.
That's fine.
Ayton. Bruh, that's gonna be something. Ayton really want to show that. I was really a number one pick in this league. Like, y'all trying to disrespect me.
I'm telling you, bro.
I think
Diesel, you know I was spitting when I said that.
I think it's finally DeAndre Ayton's time to really show he's the man. But season 7, Celtics in 7. What's up, man? I want to hear from you. I want to hear your take on this trade, and then I want to get your start bench cut. Then we're gonna get to Africa. And then I'm gonna open up the panel and let you crazy niggas have it.
What's up, Alex? What's up?
This nigga Giannis is so good, man. I'm rewatching.
Yo, both fans. You gotta go on mute for that, man. That's a super pause right there.
Man,
go ahead,
super pause right there.
Go ahead, C's.
Pause though. Pause.
Go ahead, season 7. I want to hear from you, bro.
I'm gonna start Portland because they set up their future definitely with all those picks they picked up.
Is that Sebastian?
That's Sebastian.
Yo, what the fuck?
Hold on. That's Sebastian.
Yo.
Wow. This man is undercover for real.
Undercover Sebastian. Rebranded. That's crazy.
Gotta get everybody the fuck out of here for a second, yo. Sebastian, you thought we wasn't gonna recognize you, and you went from a Warriors fan to a Celtics fan that quick? No way, bro. No fucking way, bro. No fucking way. Sebastian tried to go undercover. He wearing a wire. That's crazy. What the fuck, bro?
Oh man.
Hey, yo, what's going on here, yo?
This nigga Sebastian is wild for that, bro.
You need to do more of those submissions.
Big Ox. Cowboys lose. He's switching up everything.
Oh god.
You put it back.
This man cannot be trusted with anything.
You didn't even put an accent on or nothing, man. That's crazy.
No, hey,
he tried, bro.
Just start speaking
straight
Spanish
his
or
voice,
something,
bro.
No shit.
Like, yo, we know it's you, bro.
Maybe if I talk a little bit quieter, they won't notice. Like, what the fuck?
He had no Batman voice or nothing like that.
I'm tripping. I'm just messing around.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right, realistically, I'm starting the Bucks. Benching Portland. I'm cutting Phoenix. Oh god,
I'm surprised.
Y'all underrating Phoenix.
Are cutting Phoenix for real. That's what I'm surprised by,
bro.
You think somebody would just be impressed by that?
But honestly, when I really thought about it, because that Nurkic is just gross. But Nasir Little and especially got to guard Jokic.
Nurkic still got game. I don't know what.
Defensively though, I'm not liking it. But yeah, I like Nasir Little. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the needle mover.
I think Nurkic is very underrated just based on his team's success, which is pretty common in the NBA. It's pretty common for a player to be underrated because his team's playoff success hasn't really been what people think it should be. I think Nurkic. I know Nurkic is a lot better than people give him credit for.
He's a really good rebounder.
The thing about it is you got to look at the teams that these players on and look at what do these teams need. Like Nurkic doesn't have to be a 25 and 12 guy. Nurkic could go to the Suns and be and honestly, Nurkic should go to the Suns and be a 14 and 9 guy, bro. And
I do think Nurkic fits better.
Not enough.
As far as fit, I think
I'll say this though, Ox.
Wait, hold on, y'all. We actually we didn't get to Africa. My bad, Africa. Let me.
So love, we cooking, man. But
no. Let me. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Look, man.
Emilio, Chilltown's not ducking the panel, bro. He's got business. just talking about the chat because you
gotta be asleep, bro.
Hey man, look, man. Hey, shout out to you, Ox, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna go with the start first, man. I'm gonna start the Bucks. Hey, we sleeping on the level of a player. Dame is top 75 all time. The level of production. The biggest weakness for the Nets, like Context said, was half court offense, and so they lose some defense, obviously. But the half court offense solution of Damian Lillard's gravity on the perimeter is gonna do a lot for Giannis. Now you can have Giannis as the screener in a pick and roll with Dame, and that's big problems for the NBA when you talk about the spacing.
He for the smoke the Lakers too. Lakers getting packed up, man.
Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez. Now you have 2 certified closers in Brook Lopez. I mean, in Chris Middleton and Damian Lillard as well. And then we got to look at the understanding that their defense now is going to take a hit on the perimeter. But I hope I hope Giannis now is going to step out and start checking dudes on the wing. I hope that ain't no more help defense from Giannis. Ain't no more help side chilling in the corner. Giannis, you got to step up and let Brook Lopez clean up and be the help side at the rim. He is an elite rim protector. So we got Giannis now checking wings, checking the better players on the wings. And we're going to see that more one-on-one perimeter defense from Giannis. So I hope that happens.
He can't, Africa. He can't.
Yes, he can. No, that was team scheme that was limiting his
Africa, he's not the defender that y'all keep trying to push.
No. We about to see
y'all trying to push. Y'all trying to make him be somebody he's not.
No. He is that. He has that. He has the ability. He has the athletic ability. And then his recovery, even if they do blow by, is amazing. And he's gonna get that chase down on you. So don't act like. And then he's got Brook Lopez.
The recovery defense is tough.
Brook Lopez in the post as well to be the rim protector and the help side as well, which means he can straight press niggas on the perimeter with the size and length ability, and you can't shoot over Giannis. So it's going to be tough. So I don't think the defensive loss of Jrue Holiday is not even comparable to the offensive upgrade of a Dame Dollar. Then we go to the Portland Trailblazers, who I would bench, and they got DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix Suns been sleeping on DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix Suns don't understand that they had a number one pick that could have been a 20 and 10 guy. Never really got an opportunity as a number one guy to get off like a lot of number one picks do in the NBA. And so because he wasn't given that ability and opportunity, now we think that DeAndre Ayton is not a number one draft pick or not the level of a player that he could be. We haven't seen that potential yet. And so I think that the Portland Trailblazers did solid. I still think that they could have probably got something better, but they obviously had a handshake agreement with Dame Dollar as well. You know how it goes in the league. If you don't do your star right, they're going to look nasty at you at free agency and not really ride with you. So I can understand that. But the Phoenix Suns, a distant last place. Don't even worry about cut him, regulate him, and kick him out the league because how they
regulate is crazy. Right? I'm not going to lie.
When we talk about, hey, they're in the regulation zone, random guy. You know what the regulation is. They just got regulated because when you talk about the value of a DeAndre Ayton, you could have got way more for Ayton.
They couldn't have. Could you have Africa?
No, they couldn't have Africa.
They could have got way more.
It's too late now.
Hold up. You said he could have got more for DeAndre Ayton?
Yes. Nurkic is not the best player.
They definitely could have. They could have got Miles. They could have got Miles and Buddy.
Exactly. So.
Bro, y'all be so caught up in shit about
Miles and who?
Him get. Hold on. Y'all be so caught up on shit like, oh, he got exposed by Jokic. Like,
that's not it.
What the fuck does that mean?
The attitude of Ayton wanting to get more opportunities and not happy with his number one pick should want that. He should want to be.
How dare him want the ball?
Exactly.
That's not it. That's not it at all.
So at the end of the day,
okay. So wait, hold on, Africa. I hate to cut you off, but I just want to know what is
P5. Okay, Ox. My thing is,
I didn't even ask you the question.
Oh.
What I'm saying is, what is it? What are DeAndre Ayton's deficiencies? What is the problem with DeAndre Ayton? How is DeAndre Ayton not a top 7 big in the NBA? I just want to know.
Okay, here's my thing. It's not anything that I have against the player in DeAndre Ayton. My whole thing is to what Africa just said was the value of DeAndre Ayton around the league. I can't be. I'm not in the front offices. I don't know what teams really want. Maybe the Pacers would have been willing to give up Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, but if they were, the Suns would have done that. My thing is, I think DeAndre Ayton's value has dropped so low. He's a big man that wants the ball in his hands. He's a big man that you really can't win with if you're running your offense through DeAndre Ayton. If you want to look at some of the numbers,
how do you know that?
I know I'm kind of getting this from low, but I mean, if he was that bad in the post with the amount of
merges, we got low merges on here.
Wait, real quick, because that's one point that I made. That's what I was going. That's what I was going to say before, and I just didn't want to disrespect nobody. But what I was going to say is, y'all, a lot of motherfuckers that be around and that be around get most of their takes. Hold on. Most people, well, not the most, but a lot of times, motherfuckers get their takes from Lower Mars.
Okay, I brought up
Jesus facts.
Okay, let me finish because I brought up one point.
P5 is
how low getting assist? He ain't even in the building.
No. Hey, Africa, let him finish. This is the one point that he brought up. Don't take his whole thing. Let him finish.
Randall, you can't save him, Randall.
I'm not trying to finish.
I'm not saying this from my point of view. I like DeAndre Ayton as a player. I think he still can be really good. Of course, he was number one pick for a reason, but I'm just saying from the perspective of other teams looking in, Ayton has not proven himself to be worthy of that number one pick yet. He's shown to be a bit of a crybaby when he doesn't get the ball. And again, like I said earlier, he's a guy that wants the ball more, and you just really can't win with running your offense through DeAndre Ayton. I don't think, at least, and I don't think other teams think that either. We saw that he didn't have a ton of value around the league when he was a restricted free agent last year. Now, of course, that could be to being a restricted free agent, but I mean, the biggest deal he got was from like the Pacers, and the Suns were able to match it begrudgingly, but it wasn't like the big money that Ayton was looking for. And I just don't think that the rest of the league values Ayton as highly as someone like Africa might think. I like Ayton as a player. Is he worth more than Nurkic? And little, in my opinion, yeah. But does the rest of the league think that? I just don't think so. Because if they did, we would have been seeing the Ayton move already. We would have been seeing.
I will say this though. Obviously, over the course of his time in Phoenix, Ayton's value has plummeted. Because what you did see with the more and more they added, because a lot of people said when Chris Paul got there, okay, he's going to help Book and he's definitely going to get Ayton. And we saw that Ayton at one point was a valuable part of at least a team making it to championship contention. Okay, the problem is after that, once you add KD, even the owner said himself when Ayton was up for an extension, but we know the owner before the new owner of the Suns was wild. He was wild. And you don't know how those owners speak to each other. I mean, the owner was out here just saying the N-word, thinking he was cool. He just didn't get it. That's why the NBA forced him out before the new guy came in. So we don't know how.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're talking about the previous owner, not the owner that flopped trying to get technical calls in playoff games. But so I still think that this is I don't think like we said before, I can't remember who said it, but this is a win. It's a pretty good win trade that everybody wins. This season, like how Chilltown said, this is a watershed moment for Giannis this season. This is such a watershed moment season for Ayton. He has to dominate.
Ayton does average 17 and 11.
Yeah, but he has to dominate. Like this isn't like
y'all do know DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double.
Yeah, but
I like dominate.
But he is a walking double-double.
I
like him. I've said I like
him.
What's dominating though, Randall?
He gets up in the morning and eats double-doubles for breakfast.
Like I'm talking
he is
18 and 10 double-doubles.
He is 17 and 11, bro.
I'm looking for over 20 points and even more rebounds. That's what I'm looking for. We need him to be dominant.
You need to get him the ball to be dominant.
In order for him to get some love from y'all, he needs to be Kevin Garnett. Got it. Okay.
As a third option.
Not what I said.
As a third option.
Look, he clearly. I would like for him. I would like for him to be an all-star.
He should have way more intensity on the defensive end.
Way more. He should be markedly.
markedly, he should be. It should at least look like he's definitely like he came out hot. His passion's there.
But y'all be so used to playing 2K and creating players that y'all think that everybody should just get better.
No,
at this.
you're taking it.
I'm not taking nothing for nothing. I'm just saying what I hear all the time. Is, hold on. I'm okay. Thank you. I'm not listening to you.
Big Ox.
Hold on, bro. So what I'm saying is, every time it's a player, there's a certain deficiency. Every time it's like, oh well, he can do this, he can do that, but he has to get better at this. He's not gonna get better at that. This is what he does. Everybody's not gonna be your 2K created player and be good at everything. And it's just not realistic. That's not how basketball works. I know from the outside looking in, you think that during the offseason, get better at this, get better at that. That's just not how it works, bro.
I understand.
Everybody's not gonna be a jack of all trades.
Ox, I'm not saying he has to be better at everything.
He's walking 18.
He's a walking. 11, okay, 17. If he puts up the exact same stats with the Trailblazers when he has more opportunities, when he's clearly the best player on the team right now, that's not good enough.
He hasn't done that yet. So random guy, let me say this. We ain't even seen him yet.
If he plays the exact same in Portland, that's not good enough.
No. Because
17 to 12 ain't good enough.
No, we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet.
First of all, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Hold on. This is what I'm saying. He's going to have way more opportunity. Is he not?
So he's going to his production will go up. So you know what I expect? I expect 20 and 10.
Markedly go up.
I expect 20 and 10.
Would y'all be surprised if his
the opportunities? He should be an all. He should be at least fighting for all-star contention. He should be an all-star.
He should be all-star potential.
But at the end of the day, he's going to put the numbers up.
He has to show. He has to show. This is the
you know what he's shown in his career, bro. Last season he averaged 18 and 10 on 59% from the field. I don't know if that's not considered dominant.
And I got you.
Essentially at 60. Let me finish though. He's at 60% from the field, right? And so understanding the production that he was giving you in 13 shots a game as a third and sometimes fourth option when Mikal Bridges was cooking as well, you have to understand the context. People in the chat saying, "Yo, he's a number one pick." You wouldn't expect this from Shaq or Hakeem. The difference is he did not get a team centered around him from his rookie season. So when you talk about opportunity, when you talk about him as a third and fourth option, I know I'm getting a little spicy for you. I know you're kind of heated, but let me just say this.
My camera's on. You see, I'm chilling.
Talk about opportunity. When you talk about opportunity and what he has given you as a third, fourth option on his teams, he has given you 18 and 10, 17 and 10 seasons, which are elite for third and fourth options, interior presences that are not getting the focal point of offense.
Africa, this is what I'm saying. Okay, he gave you 18 and 10 as the third, sometimes fourth option on the team. Okay, if he goes to a new team,
the fourth option on his team.
Like he said, when Mikal Bridges was sometimes cooking. I'm just using his words.
Yeah,
okay?
CP3.
So if he goes to the Trailblazers, which admittedly is a lottery team, but he has way more opportunity. He's the best player on the team, and he still gives you 18 and 10.
Why are you saying he's still going to give you 18? Why you keep saying that? How you know
he's not saying that? That's not what he's saying.
My thing is either way. There's nothing. I don't care what team you're on. I don't care if you're the starter off the bench. There's nothing wrong with 18 and 10. It doesn't matter.
I'm not.
But this is what I'm saying. So look, somebody, even somebody in the chat is saying Suns got no good starters out of that trade. Laugh my ass off. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all want everything to be headlined.
They don't need starters.
Y'all want everybody to be starters.
They didn't need starters.
It's a downgrade, right?
Nurkic
is a downgrade.
I'm not saying that y'all said.
Yeah, but they got not sealed.
Hold on, bro. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not saying that y'all said.
Yeah, I got you.
What I'm saying is everybody expects it to be headline this, headline that. You got if you're not the star, then you're sorry or this and that. That's just like the. I'm gonna tell you like this. The third man off the bench. Your eighth guy, your seventh guy is just as important as your starting shooting guard. Whoever comes off the bench, the whole team is just as important as the other person on that team. Which y'all want. Everybody's not going to be the star. Everybody's not going to average 25 and 13. Everybody's not Giannis. Everybody's not AD, and that is perfectly fine.
I understand that, Big Ox, but this is what I'm saying. If he's 18 and 10 in the situation he just left, when he goes to a team where he's the best player on the team, he has way more opportunities. He has the opportunity to legitimately change the perception around him and show that he is the number one pick. And if he still gives you 18 and 10 in a completely different opportunity in a completely different situation with way more advantages to help him produce more, that's a problem.
And what if he averages 25 and 10? What if he averages
25 and 10? That's better.
Real quick.
That's better.
Okay.
He has to, first of all, this is what he's fighting. He's fighting the perception of how that he's fighting the perception fans have of him. He's fighting the perception that teams around the league have for him. Because the Suns waited so long. He's fighting perception that he's a cancer in the locker room because that's what some teams thought, or else they would have got him earlier and would have paid more. He's fighting all those things. That's what I'm saying. He has to ball out this season. This is such a watershed season for him. I'm not saying
it took hold on. Is that the same thing that everybody around the league felt about Dame Lillard? Because it took just as long to move him as it did to move DeAndre Ayton.
And again, I just wanted to play more of a part. I wanted to add to that.
I don't know how to tell you that.
Real quick.
That's fine. If we don't understand you, that's whatever. But whatever.
All I'm saying is that
real quick, let me respond to his point real quick. Real quick, let me just respond to his point because you said the perception is he's a cancer in the locker room. So what does ball it out gonna do with your perception of being a cancer in the locker room? You could still ball out and still be a cancer in the locker room. So how does that help him?
He's balling out because clearly the best player. He has to show leadership qualities. All that stuff comes. There's so much that he has to change. I was just using those things.
Thrives in his role being changed. Yeah.
He has to thrive. If he's giving,
so that means that's gonna fuck up his perception even more because now you're gonna look at him like, oh, he just want to get his numbers and his money. He don't want to fit in.
Oh my
God. Hold on. I just want to say this. I think the reason why Indiana showed interest is because he could run the pick and roll, and one of the biggest part of the offense in the NBA is the pick and roll. And you got somebody like Scoot, somebody a high draft pick. Put him with somebody like Ayton who really didn't was essential for the pick and roll as a priority for him in it. You know what I mean? Even though he did take 13 attempts a game, you got to give credit to that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he get better looks now that he running with somebody who's focused on getting him the ball first. Trust me, Chris Paul was not looking for Ayton first. He was probably looking for him, but it wasn't first. And I think Ayton is more of a duo situation, and that's why I put Paul in as a start, post
I find it weird that
bench or a cut.
DeAndre Ayton averaging 18 and 10 as a third option, and we're questioning if his production will go up as the first or second option on the team.
Yeah,
I find that amazing right now.
I want to say this real quick with Africa. It's not whether he'll be a 1 or a 2. He's going to be the number 1 offense. The offense will be running through DeAndre Ayton. I have no doubt in my mind about that.
Him and
will his production go up? Yes.
Anthony Simon's still there, right?
Yeah, they still got Anthony though.
No, but Simon is a bit more of a guy that's really elite at playing off of. He can still create on the ball, but his best attribute is being able to move off the ball and being an elite off the dribble guy or off the catch guy, attack closeouts or just like quick moves, whether it's step backs, side steps to create an open look for himself. That's what Simon is best at. He's not going to be the guy that's going to be isolation. Scoring like 30 a game, just pure isos like Dame was, or any guy like that. The offense will be running through Ayton. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Right.
What random guy is saying?
I think DeAndre Ayton gets a bad rap. That's all I'm saying.
I think what random guy is saying, and again, I'll say it again, I'll say it again. I like DeAndre Ayton. I think he's a good player. I expect him to be an all-star this year. I think he's that caliber of player. I think what random guy is saying is that if he doesn't prove that, and if he remains an 18 and 10 guy, which I don't think he will, I want to get that straight up.
I don't think he will either.
If he remains that caliber of player while getting more shots, while the offense is more so running through him and focusing on him more, which is something that he's always wanted, it will make DeAndre Ayton's his perception around the league even worse because it'll be like, oh, he was wrong. He is not that guy, and B. The percentages that Africa just brought up, if he's taking more shots for you, but yet still giving you the same production, that near 60% from the field is going to go down drastically. It is. That's what random guy is saying. He's not
like 55. He'll be around 55. That's what I think.
Now, random guy is not saying he's going to stay at 18 and 10. Random guy's not even saying he's a bad player. He expects him to be an all-star. I do too. I like
you said his field goal percentage is about to drop.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
With more shots, if he's still giving you 18 and 10 with more shots, his percentages will go down. If he's still giving you 18 and 10, That's how.
Wait,
But I'm saying is if he gets more shot, why would he still only average 18 if he gets more shots?
That's what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying if he still does
What
that,
are y'all
his numbers
saying,
go
bro?
down. But
Please,
okay, hold on.
me,
Okay, let me say this.
I know we're the dummies up here. We don't understand.
No. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If he's still giving you 18 and 10 with more shots, with more opportunities, his numbers, his percentages will go down. I expect his percentages, if they stay the same, which means he will score more, hopefully gets more rebounds. If he's giving me 22, I don't know, maybe 22, 25, and 13, he's an all-star. He should be an all-star this season. That's what I'm thinking. That's the expectations I have for him. They should be at least in all-star contention. That's what I'm hoping. All I'm saying that if he's giving you the exact same production that he gave you in Phoenix, we have a problem.
Then it's an issue.
He's not that guy. Then it's a
That's
complete issue.
That's not. And Randall is not saying it's gonna happen.
But I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying if that
be a problem if it does.
that will be a problem if that's what we end up getting halfway through the season.
So I think I was trying to say, like, how would that be a problem averaging 18 and 10? Like that doesn't. That's not crazy.
At minimum, he clears.
Okay, no. Please let me reiterate this.
I just want to say this one thing. I just want to say this one thing.
I got it.
I just want to say this one thing. He clears. He played 67 games last season, so at minimum, he's reliable. You know what I'm saying? Like 67 out of 82, that's nothing to sneeze at, especially when the new rules say 65. So he'll be a reliable player. He's going to be there. And that means a lot. Trust me, as a Brooklyn Nets fan, it means a lot just to have the guy available. We got Mikal Bridges. He's going to be there all the time, but this not about Mikal Bridges. He plays 67 out of 82 games.
I think there's a big chance that Anthony Simons might be the first option on this team.
I think so
it's
too.
going to be a two-man.
I think it will be.
Yo, Africa, I want to get to that. What happened if Chauncey Billups decides to focus his offense around guards instead of the big man?
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. I think I would really like to, in a lot of aspects. So obviously, it's not a blatant statement. It can't be the same for every team. But I would like to get away from that first option, second option thing that we talk about a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not always how it works. A lot of times, coaches want you to play basketball. And there's obviously 1, 2, maybe 3 players who are, better on the offensive end than the other guys. But I don't think there has to be a clear-cut first option on teams specifically like this team right here in Portland. You got Anthony Simons, you got DeAndre Ayton, you got even Scoot, Jeremy Grant. You got a lot of guys that can put the ball in the basket. I don't think we have to have a first option. We don't have to have a first option. We got to have, if you're open, shoot the ball.
It doesn't have to be declared in that like the traditional way, Ox. But
there is matchup situations too where it's like, hey, today we riding you, DeAndre. Today, if there are times where it's like we scouting and we in Chauncey Billups is saying like, yo, look for DeAndre. We're looking for that pick and roll. We're looking for the dump down. We want to play inside out. Yeah, that's obviously. But there's not always a first option. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on, real quick. Text. Stay right there. Random P5. Do y'all have a problem with that?
With what? With what he just said?
Yeah.
I don't think a team has to have a number one option, especially when it's not. If the team doesn't think it's clear cut, they can run a balanced offensive attack. They don't have to run it through one guy, especially for a team like Portland that is trying to lose.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I still think Ayton should be his production should
prioritized.
I believe Ayton's production should be way higher than it was in Phoenix. That's what I believe.
All right, hold on. Stay right here. So what if they play like that and his production come out to like 19 and 11? What then?
If they run the offense through Ayton,
he keeps his efficiency.
But they play a winning style basketball. They do better than what they expected.
That's not what I think is going to happen. But if they did that and Ayton was able to contribute that well to a winning team, especially a team that had that low of expectations,
that means you're telling me the Portland Trailblazers are about to massively overachieve this season. If that's what you're saying, they're about to.
I mean, they low-key got a squad though.
They do have a squad, but that squad is a future squad. It's not a right now squad.
Let's say that's the case, right? For me, I think that Ayton has to. The thing about it is, everybody knows throughout the league, GMs, execs, all these things, that in his mind, he thinks that he is the next Patrick Ewing. He thinks he is an offensive center. He thinks he is a focal point piece. He thinks he's either a number one or a 1A, 1B. Like, I don't think he looks at himself as a number two option. So that's why I agree with Random. if you have this opportunity, because they're gonna play to see. I think Chauncey is gonna. I don't think he's gonna go to the guards immediately. I think he's going to really try to see, what do you have in the heat of these things? And I think the first 25 games, they're gonna try to figure out, is Ayton that guy? And he has to prove himself. I agree. I think Ayton definitely has to prove.
On paper right now, Ayton is definitely their best player. He's definitely their best player. So
he definitely is their best player. He's easily their best player.
Why would you not go through him right now and see if he can either handle that responsibility and the scoring and the workload of being the best player?
Now I want to say this.
Definitely going to run the offense.
No, wait, I want to say this to Breezy because I feel like Breezy just didn't listen to any. I think he had his volume down when we were saying this. It's not that 18 and 10 is a problem, but when you're in Phoenix and you're not the number one option, you're at time Africa's words, the third or fourth option at times, especially when KD got to the team. And when you're on a team where you are going to get more shots, where you are going to be prioritized more, where the team will be willing to give you more post touches, where they will allow you to face up in the low post, where they will run the pick and roll through you, especially with Scoot Henderson and guys like Simons or Sharp, right? And if you're still giving me 18 and 10, that means your percentages are dropping. B, your offensive impact is being even worse than it was in Phoenix. And C, that just proves to the rest of the league that you're not the guy that you think you are, especially for Ayton, who's a guy who has been crying for more opportunities in Phoenix. And for him to finally get those opportunities, if he still gives you 18 and 10 with more shots, with more of a priority on him, that is a problem.
Okay, I hear what random guy is talking about finally, and I understand that the narrative out of that will be Ayton the positive impact for Ayton on Phoenix was playing with Devin Booker type players, Mikal Bridges type players, and the gravity of their offense was the reason why he had such efficient offense. And now when the defensive attention is on him, he can't get it done. That would be the narrative, and I understand that. And so that's clear. And that's why I expect the production to go up and the efficiency to not have a drop-off clip. He can't average 48% from the field and 24 points and act like that's successful. He still needs to be efficient while doing that, because that means he's going to rack up the L's and get them nice box score numbers. And so I think he has the potential to do that. I think he has the ability and talent to do that. And I think that I don't think he's going to average 25. I don't expect him to be in all-star contention, but I expect him to be around 22, 23, 12 rebounds, and improve in certain aspects of the floor that he didn't get opportunities in, like in the mid-range, like to the back to the basket, more touches in that level. And I expect Anthony Simons to be a big part of that team as well and be essentially the first or second option as well. Scoot, I don't think is going to be the primary ball handler at all times and running the offense. I think Anthony Simons will do a lot of that as well.
I want to say this.
Obviously,
Africa and sorry.
Okay. So I guess I should say this. Maybe saying that he's going to be an all-star. I expect, obviously, that was just me thinking off top when I first heard the trade. When you look at because they deal with backcourt, frontcourt, the competition to be in the West, a backup frontcourt player is tough. There's a lot of tough competition.
Larry Markkinen type season.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that if his name is not even being mentioned in those kind of talks at all, I think we have a problem.
I want to say this to Africa and Easy E. To Africa and Easy E.
Oh, wow.
Am I wrong for saying that? I understand what Easy E was saying. If they play a more winning style of basketball, if they play a more balanced attack, don't run the guy through one team, don't run the team through one guy. Am I wrong for saying that Portland wants to be bad? Am I wrong for saying that Portland is trying to tank? That they're trying to
Portland
lose?
Is absolutely trying to tank.
They're absolutely tanking and trying to lose. These are tryouts basically for who they're going to have on the team for the future. How good is Scoot going to be?
I agree.
The only person who's safe is Scoot, right? Scoot
like for example, how good is Shaedon Sharp really? How good is Simons with the ball in his hands more? How good is Ayton really? Is he really that guy? Is Jeremy Grant going to be a long-term piece of this team, even though he might be forced to be?
How good is Matisse Thybulle?
How good is Matisse Thybulle? Like these are basically a tryout season for Portland, and you're going to see a lot of different rotations. You're going to see a lot of different rotations for Portland. You're going to see a lot of switching around. We might see some guys play so bad that they don't even play for the rest of the year. These are guys that we expect to be big players on this team. I like Shaedon Sharp. I'm not saying this is going to happen. There's a world where Shaedon Sharp is essentially not a non-factor for this team long term, but there's a world where he just plays bad and he's out of the team's plans. Like nothing on this team. It's a lot of young players who are unproven who have high ceilings, but it's a lot of unprovenness, and they need to prove themselves to Portland first, and that's what this year is for. They're not trying to win.
I don't think that's a one season.
I have a question for you guys.
Or 2 seasons, 2 seasons for Scoot, like 2 seasons for two or 3 seasons. They're going to be trying to loop.
So obviously, if they're trying to tank, they're going to trade Jrue Holiday. Like, what's the best possible place for Jrue Holiday to go?
I think the best fit is Boston. I don't think they can get him. They're in the luxury tax. They can't get him.
Okay, who's Boston going to give? Who's Boston going to give?
It would have to be Derek White.
Hold on.
They don't want to give up Derek White. Boston doesn't want to give him up.
Hold on.
It's not going to work.
Let me ask this. I think I'm delayed and shit. Let me ask this. So, with the responsibility that Ayton is going to be having, right? Like moving forward, right? What is his timetable there? What is Shaedon Sharp's time? Because if I'm Chauncey Billups, I'm heavily invested into Shaedon Sharp. He's an athlete. He already has ability to shoot. It's his shot. It's really just shot selection, discipline, and reps for his skill. I think the skill set is there. I think he wants to get better. I don't think he's easy flippable the way that you're saying. I think Simons might be flippable. Obviously, because you garner some attention for him because he's already a proven commodity. So that's why I say, how long is the leash that you're giving these guys together?
So Ayton is in the second year of his contract, right? He's making 32 this year, 34 next year, 35 the year after that. So we're looking. Maybe you give him 2 seasons. And if he doesn't work, then you trade him.
Yeah, before his last year of his deal, you got to.
I think Sharp is a longer. I think Sharp is about 3 or 4 years. They want to give Sharp a longer time. I think because Sharp came into the league as a bit of a raw prospect, so they'll give Sharp.
Obviously, in a perfect world, Ayton works out and he's their big man of the future. Scoot works out, he's a big man for the future. And then you maybe, since they have a surplus of guards at this moment with Matisse, is Matisse? I always mess up his name. Guard or forward?
It's a forward, I think.
It's a forward.
He's a shooting guard / forward.
Obviously, Drew's gone. And I agree with you that the Celtics may be the best place for him to go, where you can get maybe the most. But what you're going to get back is more guards. Boston does not want to get rid of Derek White. Big Ox will tell you he likes Derek White. He doesn't want. Boston will tell you they don't want to get rid of Derek White. So where else can you send him? Can you still send him to Miami? And what are you going to get? Tyler Hero back and
Kyle Lowry.
But you're gonna buy out Kyle Lowry. He's not.
Hey,
that is a great move for
Hero is another guard that can't defend.
Bulls fan. If I'm the Lakers, I'm looking at Austin Reeves and thinking about, if I should flip Austin for
Africa. The dynamic duo is done, nigga. I'm pushing nothing but Bulls propaganda.
I'm thinking about Austin Reeves and Jrue Holiday. I'm thinking about an Ox. I'm thinking about this.
No. Africa, you have to understand. In order for the Lakers to make a trade like that, it would have to be like Hachimura and D'Lo to even make the money.
I'm making that trade.
Yeah. Austin Reeves and Hachimura. I might have to think about.
No, it would have to be Hachi and
why would LA do that?
Hold on, y'all. Real quick. Hold on, y'all. Real quick.
Why would LA do that?
Just wait. Hold on, y'all.
We need some perimeter defense.
Hey, hold on. Look. So look,
Austin Reeves.
Yo, hold on. So look,
I'm flipping Austin Reeves for Jrue Holiday.
This is the thing. If you saying that Africa, you saying what you just said, Africa, just proves my point about what I've been trying to tell y'all about the Laker media cartel.
Yo, what?
Why would
y'all said y'all was y'all like I've been trying to tell y'all this for months now. They hyping up Austin Reeves. They doing all this. They're just fattening him up for the slaughter. They are fattening Austin Reeves up for the slaughter as we speak.
You know how
we speak.
You know how Lakers
right?
No, he's so valuable.
There's no loyalty. There is no loyalty in the Laker media cartel. There is no loyalty in the Laker.
I've seen this movie before. You
see how they did D'Lo, bro.
Hey, Breezy. I done seen this movie for 30 years now, bro.
30 years. 6 years old.
That's all the Lakers do, bro. They are a scumbag organization.
I do hate the Lakers. The only reason I support
Are we going to really mark out the potential Jrue Holiday?
World peace, bro.
Are we going to mark out that there's a potential world out there where there could be a Jrue Holiday return to New Orleans?
That's what
hold on, you know what?
Going to get into
because I need to hear that. I need to hear what the pieces would be because I'm just thinking about the teams, and I think he would fit on that team. But I don't know how the trade would work.
Okay, so my question is, why would Jrue allow the Sims? At this point, it's all about winning rings for Jrue.
What you mean? Why would he allow? He's not gonna know.
No. I got you, but what's saying is like, if the Pelicans trade for him, what's So you think Jrue's just gonna go there and play? Because I feel
I'm
like if he
trying
goes,
to think about it.
hold on. Listen. Because I think if he's gonna go there, he's gonna want to buy out. Why would he go there? He's not winning ring. He's not gonna win a ring there.
I'm not gonna
it's
lie.
All about winning rings for him at this point.
Now I'm thinking about it's not even that part for me. I think it's just the trade. Like you would have to give up probably McCollum, and I don't think the Blazers would want him back. You probably have to give up.
It wouldn't have to necessarily be CJ. They definitely want younger pieces. They want young pieces, and that's it. Y'all act like the New Orleans
probably gonna look for like
because I'm assuming everybody's healthy, right? That's the only way I'm willing to have this discussion. Is if we're just assuming that people are healthy. Because if they're healthy today, let's assume that they're healthy, right? So that Pelicans team with Jrue Holiday is not a team that anybody wants to play.
That's a tough team.
Like what? You got Jrue, CJ, Zion, Bi. Come on, bro. Y'all stop acting like that.
How going in your opinion then?
Hold on. Here's the thing. If they're gonna get Jrue, they either gotta give up Herb or Trey. Like which? So which one you giving up though?
I don't care. It don't matter. I would prefer to keep Herb. I would prefer to keep Herb. And I also think it wouldn't just be Ox.
No, but the main piece is Trey. I think
Trey is nice.
Here's my thing. Like I would say, I want to say this though. I would say maybe the Clippers.
Hold on. Let me finish my statement to text real quick. Yo, text like Jrue Holiday's better than both of them niggas right now. So
right.
He's still today. He's still better than both of them today. And so it's like Brandon Ingram. They got Brandon Ingram and Zion. They're both in their prime right now. They want to win now. They like Pelicans they're not in a building situation. They're trying to compete. Like they're not in a win now situation. You call that a win now? Like Africa, like they don't have to win now because they still got their pieces. Zion and Bi are still young enough, but the Pelicans aren't looking 5 to 7 years down the line. You never know what's gonna happen with Zion. They're like, we want to win right now. If you get
Jrue Holiday puts them over the top.
I think they're already competitive. I don't think they're championship contenders. Even with Jrue, I'm not gonna say like they're a contender necessarily, but they're better. They are the tier right under contender, which means all you have to do is get to the playoffs, and we'll see what happens.
So Ox, do the Pelicans with Jrue beat Denver?
They might.
Especially the
They really might. They really might.
Nobody on that Pelican squad is guarding Jokic. Jokic is eating.
What are you talking about, Random? Who's guarding Zion? Wait a second. Hold on. One mic. Yo, Random. What are you talking about, bro? Who has a player in the NBA that they think is going to stop Jokic? Tell me that.
When you can't do it.
Yeah, when you tell me, and Anthony Davis is the best defender in the NBA. So when you tell me a player that can guard Jokic, that's irrelevant.
Young Africa, you for real think the Pelicans could beat Denver?
I didn't say that. No, but that would be competitive.
Hold on, Africa. Hold on. No. Let's stick to the Jokic thing for a second. If
trying to rub it in,
if you have to have somebody to stop Jokic to win the championship, that means that the Denver Nuggets are going to win the next 4 championships. Do you think they're going to win the next 4 championships?
I was cooking right now.
But they're not good enough to beat Denver. I don't think so.
So what I'm saying is that point that you're making about Jokic is irrelevant. Like there's nobody in the NBA that can stop Jokic. So if that's the criteria, if that's the criteria to have to win the championship, then the Nuggets are going to run the NBA for the next 5-6 years. They're 6-peating.
Right. Not to mention attack versus Miami.
I know that's not how it works, Sebastian. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to they're not. So if right now we feel like they're not beating Denver, are they beating the Lakers?
I do think they can beat Denver. I don't think Denver is the favorite to win the championship.
Yeah, I got Denver losing in the second round, so I'm not high on them.
Wow.
Second round.
You got the favorite. I remember.
It depends. So if Denver was to match up against the Suns or the Lakers in the second round, they're losing.
They legitimately just swept the Lakers.
Bro. Oh, so you think the Lakers could take
Denver the same Lakers team? Yes,
I
that
do.
bench is terrible.
I do still think that
Wait, so
Denver's the
Gabe
top 3
Vincent
team
moves
in the
Neal
West.
for you, a guy. So Gabe
Wait, what
Vincent
you
moves.
Oh,
got?
no, yes.
They
Gabe
just
Vincent,
swept
Christian
him.
Wood,
Oh my bad. Gabe Vincent is the
Brooks,
difference.
yes,
Gabe
that
Vincent
moves
is
the
the
needle.
difference for the Lakers.
And the healthy LeBron,
With
yes, that moves the needle.
Depth,
with a
depth
older
is
If that's what you
LeBron.
asking me.
depth
And with a
is
training camp,
LeBron.
yes.
Okay, bro.
And with a training camp,
depth
yes.
is a
That
difference.
moves you.
I want to say
my
there's
God,
still. I'm
bro.
still trying
I
to
feel
get
like
this
talking
done.
a long time. Hold on, one
I
mic.
think I think the team that could
Yo,
realistically
One mic.
I think the Nuggets did get worse.
One mic.
I think the team that could realistically get this done is maybe the Clippers, because they have expiring contracts on big salaries that could get this done. Marcus Morris is on an expiring deal, and I'll get to the problem here in a minute. Robert Covington's on an expiring deal. Nicholas Batum, so they can make the money work in its expiring contracts, but do they have the assets that the Blazers want for Jrue Holiday? So it's really tough to find a competitor.
You give up Trey Man.
Trey Man, okay, sure. But is that like enough for
Terrence Mann, you mean?
Jrue Holiday still has a player option?
Do the Clippers even have any
Clippers aren't
picks?
giving up. The Clippers aren't giving up Terrence Mann.
Yeah, they're not good. They're
Yeah,
not going to
that's
give up
weird,
bones.
man.
They're going
I
to give
don't know
up
why they
bones.
value Terrence Mann so highly, but
I'm bugging out.
I'm
bugging out.
this if I'm the Blazers,
Yeah, I
right?
gotta come
I'm
here
asking for young players in return for Jrue Holiday, so I might have to call up
But
like
what
Dallas
competitor-
Mavericks and say, "Hey, man, Dallas Mavericks, hey, Jrue Holiday will fit nicely on your squad. Yo, just pass me over Josh Green and maybe Derek Lively. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I
No,
think
How
the
does
best
the
route-
money work? How does the money
Oh
work?
yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
make the
Then we
money
got to
work.
throw in like a Maxi Kleber or someone on a heavy contract. And we good.
Let me ask this question.
I like Max.
Hold on, Africa. Hold on. Let me ask this question. Why do you guys want to flip a smaller defender, like your bigger defenders, for smaller defenders? All I've been hearing is I'm gonna flip Herb Jones for Jrue. I'm gonna flip Josh Green for. You want more versality. Like you're gonna have small. You already got
Jrue Holiday
small,
clears
but
Herb
you wanna
Jones.
I know, but that's
You
not
want to have
the point.
another
Okay,
star
that's
right
not
now.
Hey, look, hold on.
We building the squad though. We building the squad.
It's one mic, yo. Look.
Few-
When niggas is asking this question, let them ask their question, bro. Like we go. We just have to
Context to
start
me,
dropping
it's
cats.
just
Bro, P5. That's what I'm saying right now, bro. When somebody talking, let them finish what they're saying, bro.
Go ahead, context. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. So like I'm saying, like the way that you guys are giving the details is like it doesn't make sense to me. I keep saying, yo, I'm gonna flip. I will flip Trey Murphy and Herb Jones. I gotta disagree with you, Ox. I wouldn't flip Jrue at this stage of his career. And on top of the fact that he doesn't give me as much firepower that I need, I wouldn't flip him for Trey, who can shoot at the way that he can shoot for his height and provide defense, and the way that Herb Jones can lock up is just as good as Jrue. I mean, obviously the offense is not going to be all the way there, but I think that defense, especially for what they need for that team, I think I wouldn't risk it all. On top of that, too, who was the other person for Josh Green?
Josh Green.
No way.
Yeah,
You got Kyrie
What?
and Luka. And then you got with Tim Hardaway. You need to at least have some versatility. I mean, and you're gonna rely on Max, or the rookie to be your real wing defender. Nah. Keep Josh Green. He's athletic. He reminds me of Jeff Green. Athletic. Can do everything. Shoot. Doesn't have great handle, but can play the role. Like I think if you just allow him to develop in that team, I would keep Josh Green. The teams, if I'm Jrue for Jrue Holiday, that should really hunt for him is the Pelicans. I agree with that. Philly, I agree with that 100%. Miami and Boston. Those are the 4 teams that should be hunting for Jrue Holiday.
Well, if the Celtics somehow get Jrue, like, yeah, man, that's gonna be annoying,
What they
bro.
giving up for Jrue? What they giving up for Jrue?
Oh, they got to give up Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White.
Derek White too. He would
They
have
don't
to
want to give up
Derek.
Derek.
I think they're gonna give up maybe
Malcolm
Al Horford
Brogdon and Derek White.
It's the money still doesn't add up. The money still doesn't add up. It still doesn't.
Yeah.
We can throw in some like 30-something.
End of the bit. We can throw in Payton Pritchard if they want. Like it's all.
I guess. But
who are you giving up though? Malcolm Brogdon or Derek White?
Bro,
the
Blazers just want
realistic thing at this point. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not gonna get a bunch of like players for Jrue Holiday. I don't think they want any players that are past. I don't think they're looking for players that are like, especially Derek White. Derek White, he's not old, but he's Malcolm Brogdon's a little more older too. Like they're not old, but they want young players. Like I could see them getting Tyler Hero.
I was
You know
gonna
what I'm saying?
ask you
For Jrue Holiday. I could see that. I could see Josh, what's his name? Josh Green from down there.
Josh Green,
Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, I could see that. Like the Blazers are gonna look for picks. They're gonna look for young players. That's what they want for Jrue Holiday. Like
So
they don't expect to get or any like
Yeah.
So in their prime players,
but young players and picks.
So
yeah,
if Jrue
mainly
goes
picks
to
too.
Dallas,
Mainly picks.
So if Jrue goes to Dallas, they're starting 3 guards basically.
Yeah, that's
So
not a
who does
good
Luka-
fit.
So who does Luka guard? Who does Luka guard?
Luka doesn't guard anybody anyway, so that's
yes. I'm just saying. Like, I don't think that's
Luka ain't guarding nobody.
Luka's not a
I
guard.
just want to say this
He's
real
6'8".
quick, but I think this is the most.
6'8".
I don't know if it's the most realistic thing, but I think
6'7".
it's the thing that kind of makes the most sense in this. It's hard to find a team that's willing to trade enough to make up money and B match what the value that Portland wants. What I think is best is that what me and Random said earlier about Jrue Holiday, that he stays on the team to the deadline. Things will change around the league. Injuries will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are going to overachieve and think that Jrue Holiday puts them over the top. Teams will seek Jrue Holiday as a much needed piece. Jrue Holiday might still be at all defensive level, great offensive player in the regular season, and teams will want him, or he becomes a buyout guy, and teams sign him for about however much buyout guys usually go for, and it'll be similar to what like Russell Westbrook did this year. Not that he gets traded, but the Blazers just simply buy him out of his contract, or he gets traded somewhere to kind of like, or he gets traded somewhere to like maybe a younger team that just buys him out, and then he'll sign somewhere.
I think if he
with a
stays,
contender.
the return you'll also get for Jrue Holiday at the deadline will be way better than you get for
True.
Ryan.
That's true.
That
That's true.
definitely makes sense, Brandon. That definitely makes sense. I see Quan. He said Atlanta. I'm not mad at Atlanta either.
So who
they already got the
Atlanta
guards.
give up?
I
And you
know
still
what,
start
they
3
would
guards.
give up
They already got 2 guards.
Give up Hunter.
Yeah,
That
so
was-
you still start 3
I would
guards.
say this, Ox. When you
I
say
guess Toronto could make
don't
sense,
hang
but,
around
like, I
players, don't hang around people that make you feel uncomfortable. P5,
The
he had a
Chicago
good take
actually-
right
the
there,
Chicago
but
Bulls make
P5
sense
takes
too.
be making me feel
Get it.
uncomfortable.
Chicago ain't doing nothing but wasting
They be making me
people's
feel
time in Chicago.
uncomfortable. And what I'm trying to say, because don't make friends who are comfortable to be with. P5 got me uncomfortable. Context,
What am I
because
saying?
we need to
What am I
pivot
saying
real
that's
quick.
making you
We need to pivot.
uncomfortable?
I'm uncomfortable. Pivot to Phoenix, right? Because he said that all these teams and succeeded in the trade, right? And that got me feeling uncomfortable. And I'm coming back to Random Guy's point about Jokic, right? How does Nurkic help Phoenix? We got to talk about how their 2K rating just went down. To context, bro. Phoenix Suns 2K rating 224 just came out, just went down with Nurkic as a starting center. And so how does Nurkic help?
Okay, Africa, let me
That's a
explain
fact.
this.
We know that. Nasir Little ain't moving the needle on the 2K rating. Nigga like 72 overall. But I'm gonna ask you this. When you talk about Jokic in the Western Conference, and we know that you're gonna have to meet Jokic
He's a
or
74
AD
overall.
going to the finals, Phoenix. How does Nurkic
Africa, let me
assist
respond.
with the center position when we talk about defense, bro? And at the end of the day, the way I thought you have to beat Jokic is not defense, is you got to make him work on offense. I think DeAndre Ayton had a better chance of doing that than Nurkic. And so how does Nurkic help on that level?
Africa.
Wait, hold on, wait, Random Guy, please let me.
Yeah, P5 got me uncomfortable. Yeah, go ahead, P5.
Africa, Africa, that's cool. I said they did more with less, or they improved by bringing lesser players. Because I don't think Ayton just fit on that team at all. Ayton's a guy that was not going to buy into what Phoenix needed him to do. He made that very clear, or at least he implied to making that very clear that he wasn't going to buy in. That's A. B, very uninspired. B, we're not going to act like that DeAndre Ayton is this great defender. He's not a guy that's moving the needle for you against Jokic either. We saw this last year, and if you want to point to injuries, even when he was healthy on the floor, DeAndre Ayton was getting manhandled by Jokic down, and like everybody.
That's
but
true. But what about
I
Nurkic,
don't think
though?
there's any center that's moving the needle for you. And
I don't know,
B,
but what about Nurkic,
I
though?
said that Africa wait. And B, I said that the main thing that helped them win was A, they got a guy that'll buy into what they need him to do. B, their needle mover deal.
Please don't move over that. Well, what do they need Nurkic to do? No, break it down. Need him to do, but break it down. No. What does Nurkic need to do?
They need him to be They need him to be willing to run to the rim, be a roll man, play his role, grab rebounds, play some defense to the best of his capabilities.
Role is key.
That's what they needed him to do. That's what they need him to do. Africa. They don't need a guy that's going to be asking for the ball in the post. That's going to be asking to face up. They don't need a guy like that. They need a guy that'll buy into what that team needs to
P5.
do.
Thank you. Nurkic will
P5 was good.
Yeah, P5.
Now,
P5
Africa,
should
another
perfectly.
reason I said they won is they gained depth, much needed depth. Nasir Little's a good
needed
3-and-D
that.
wing,
They
whether you
needed
like him or not.
He
Grayson
does
Allen's
not
a
hit
good
the three
three-point shooter.
consistently, so he's just
It
a
doesn't
dig
matter.
wing,
You know, the
all
biggest
D,
thing that they
no
got
three.
from their depth besides Nurkic
Pause.
is they got a dog in Grayson Allen. If you want, okay, my bad. Pause. Okay, but if you want to say whether
You
it's
got pause. Yeah,
whether
time my
it's
reference.
a dog or dirty, they just needed somebody scrapping, and Grayson Allen's going to give them that. They needed that.
Fair point.
And they needed a guy in Nurkic who's just understand his role. That's the biggest piece of this.
And they got Nasir Little as well.
Why do we act like
Obviously,
understanding
Nasir
your
Little,
role?
This is what I'm saying. This is what
Why
I'm
is
saying.
understanding
Africa.
your role more valuable than 18 and 10? Like I don't understand that.
Because that 18 and 10 is going to be valuable if you keep trying to interfere with the team's trying to
longer
do.
Ayton stays there, the more of a cancer to that locker room he is.
I'm
He's
production
already-
over team chemistry, bro. What are we talking about?
No,
Bro, kick him out.
Hey,
Off,
man.
bro.
Are you
That's
trolling?
terrible.
Yeah,
Are
Africa,
you
that's
trolling
bad.
Production
That's
over
bad.
team
Hey, wait, hold on,
chemistry.
wait, hold on, real quick. I missed that. What
Production.
happened?
He said
Hold on,
production.
real quick. Hold on. Go ahead, Africa. Let me.
I said because they're talking about the best case scenario for Nurkic, right? And he will play his role and understand his role and the value of that over the production of Ayton. Me personally, if I got two players and I got one that is going to average 18 and 10 and he's not going to be happy, right? But I got another guy that at best is going to give me 13 and 8 with just the same lackadaisical defense, non-rim protection. I'm taking production over team chemistry. I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm taking that.
You want to know why that's important?
Yeah, I mean, shit. What do I give a fuck if y'all like each other if we win a game?
Exactly, bro.
That's not the only thing, though. That's not the
What
only
I'm
thing.
saying is, hold on. What I'm saying is because production literally means this is what's the outcome. So that's the production. So that's all that matters. That's all that matters. All that matters is the outcome.
Okay, you want to know why?
I don't. What does that got to P5? Wait, hold on, y'all getting so upset over just. That's just.
I thought you would understand the chemistry matters deeply.
What I'm saying is, if you would listen and stop trying to be y'all want to be right so bad. If you just listen to what's going on, is like if the end score is 105 to 98 and we win. Y'all don't gotta like each other, man. Go.
But if you gotta be watered,
Nah, they want some happy losing niggas.
Wait.
They want some happy losing.
Wait. Hold on. Let me finish.
Happy losing niggas is crazy.
But what I'm saying is, if y'all don't get along, in the team in bad chemistry means we're not winning games. Okay, that's one thing. But if y'all, I would much rather, just like Africa said, I would much rather have some mad winning niggas than some happy loser niggas. That's
exactly.
But the problem. This is the problem, though. Ayton is legitimately arguing with his coach to the point he's getting benched at the end of playoff games.
Okay, but that's
watching other people.
That's that scenario. You're right about that. Now,
but you're gonna get more and more of those situations, Ox. With him staying there.
But what I'm saying is, if they're disgruntled and they keep losing, okay. But if they're disgruntled and they're winning, that's different.
How are you going to keep somebody who could put? Okay,
that's not even an argument, bro. Like what you're saying is true. Like that's true. But that's not what we're saying. What from because like I said, I missed it. I'm just asking. So now from my understanding, Africa's saying that if you're being productive, if y'all are producing, but somebody's not happy. Mm-hmm. I'd rather have that too. I don't care. I don't care about team chemistry if it means we win.
Exactly.
I don't care. It's a job. It's a job. This isn't high school basketball. This isn't high school basketball. This is a job. And if you're not happy when you leave your job, go home with your family and be happy there. You don't got to be happy here. Just do your job.
I think another problem is he's not averaging 18 and 10 with Beal, Booker, and Durant on the team in the first place. He's not averaging 18 and 10. He's not going to get the shots to do it. He's just not.
But the point is, he's still going to outproduce.
Hold on, Bush. What you're saying is, what you're saying is, if it took him 12 shots to get 18 points, there's still 12 shots to be had, bro. Like, I don't get the.
Bradley Beal's going to take some of his shots. Kevin Durant's already taking some of his shots.
Well, that doesn't really matter because they're not playing. He's not playing with Bradley Beal.
Exactly. CP3 went and Mikal Bridges left.
But we're saying if he did though, because that's what Africa's saying. They should have kept Ayton instead of getting the more depth, instead of getting the big man that's going to play his role. Yeah. And in my opinion, even play it more effectively offensively at least. That's what I think.
You think
Nigel?
The
other team was the
on offense.
Celtics. Nigel, the other team was the 08 Celtics that had chemistry issues and still won.
Oh yeah, you can say the Warriors. I mean, Draymond Green. In the Warriors, they had chemistry issues. Would you rather have somebody with more chemistry with the Warriors?
The ceiling.
You know what? Ox Africa. I'm checking the guy who's producing more.
I don't.
That changed my mind.
Bro, the ceiling with Ayton is higher than
this ain't high school. This ain't high school basketball.
We're not good enough to.
We don't gotta sit around. We don't gotta sit around and kumbaya.
But you're not looking at the bigger picture.
Team chemistry is not just about being
agreed.
That's cool. They don't gotta be good enough.
Disingenuous.
What I'm saying. How am I being disingenuous? What the fuck these grown ass men got to sit around kumbaya and shit?
Let me explain this.
Saying that.
Nobody's
saying that.
The man is literally walking around. That's the problem right now with these prima donna ass kids. They want everybody to be happy. I gotta have it my way. Oh my god. Them niggas didn't stop acting like bitches and play basketball and go home and
it's not cool. It's not being happy and being best friends with everybody. It's just DeAndre Ayton, it was literally he did not want to be there. Hated his role on the team. Hated the coach.
Everybody
did not like the other players.
They got a new coach.
That's not why they lost.
But still, the coach still wouldn't give him more touches. They had the same problems would be present.
How do you know that? How do you know what Frank Vogel was going to do?
Exactly. Frank Vogel literally
This is the second time. Hold on. I'm talking to P5. This is the second time you came up here and told us what a coach was going to do or what a coach is going to do. How do you know?
Ox, what did they look at me in the eyes right now. No, pause.
I'm not gonna look at you out in your
eyes. Hey, whoa. Hey,
Let people get it off. Let people get it off.
Ox, look at yourself in the mirror right now and tell me.
Yo, that's what is dying.
Y'all let people get it off. Y'all let people get it off.
I want you to really think about this in your own head. Okay.
I'm thinking about it, bro.
And I would tell this to any coach in the league. Are you giving or is 8 shots going up when you have 3 arguably of the top 10, not 10, but like top 15, 20 shot creators on your team, with 2 of them being undoubtedly top 5? Are you giving the center who was going to slow the game down more of those shots? Or are you going to give it to the guy?
Have you ever played 48 minutes of basketball? Have you ever played
48 minutes of it? I've played.
Let me ask the question. Let me ask the question. Because high school basketball, we used to play 8-minute quarters. That's 32 minutes, right?
Yeah.
College, we played 2 20-minute halves. Professional basketball is 12-minute quarters. Let me tell you this: 12-minute quarters is way different than 8-minute quarters. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, bro.
It is a lot.
That is a lot of basketball. There's tons of shots to go around, bro. Trust me. 12-minute quarters is a lot of basketball. And that's all I'm gonna say. So I can't guarantee you that, P5. You're right. I cannot say that. I cannot guarantee you that DeAndre Ayton is gonna get more shots or the same amount of shots. I can pretty much guarantee that DeAndre Ayton is at least gonna get 11, 12 shots. You know what I'm saying? With those guys on the team. I'm positive about that.
Easier shots too, more wide open.
I'm not, and that's another thing that I'm not just gonna guarantee, but on paper, talking basketball, that makes sense. But as most of us, I'm pretty sure all of us know, there's a big difference between what we talk about, what we assume is gonna happen, and what it looks like on paper. This is not 2K. Shit is way different on the court. It makes sense. Like for instance, a lot of people were saying it's gonna be easier for them. He's playing with Giannis. That doesn't mean he's gonna get easier shots. That's not how it works.
I think Dame's gonna get harder shot. I think he's gonna get the same same style of hard shots. I agree with that. I think it's gonna be easier for Giannis.
It's not gonna be the same, but it's not. I don't think it'll be I don't think it's gonna all of a sudden turn to easy mode for Dame. But it's not gonna be the same,
right?
Because he's not gonna be the main focal point of the defense. And if he is, then Giannis is gonna get better looks. Middleton's gonna get better looks.
And then on top of that,
they're gonna get the cook.
On top of that, it's like That's like Damon's never played with Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez and Pat
Giannis,
Connaughton and all these guys.
He's gonna look better defensively.
And then Damon's never played for Adrian Griffin. Giannis, none of these players have played for Adrian. We don't know what's going to happen in Milwaukee.
Hey, I want to ask.
I don't know what. And that's why I was trying to say that earlier, P5. I wasn't trying to clown you or nothing. I was just literally asking, how do you know what offense Adrian
you know what, Ox? I'll say this. I don't know, but I can at least predict, because these are all projections. I don't know how Nurkic could tear his ACL at the beginning of the season, and this immediately turns to an F for the Suns. It could happen, and it immediately turns to an F. Dame could roll his ankle, miss the first part of the season, get injured again in the playoffs. Giannis could get hurt again. These are all projections, and I'm just saying that based on the totem pole of who's on that Suns team, how not KD, but Booker and Beal do need the ball in their hands more. Booker's a good playmaker, but neither one of them are great playmakers. And how DeAndre Ayton, how DeAndre Ayton was getting the majority of his more open looks from passes from Chris Paul, and Chris Paul's ability to get him in better looks. He's now gone. They don't have the same level of playmaker. I just don't see how DeAndre Ayton would be able to replicate that same.
I think that goes to coaching. I think that just goes back to coaching again, and like what offensive sets we run, and something I just always like to say about situations like that. It's just coach got to coach, man. Coach got to coach.
Yeah,
let's not forget though. It's not just Frank Vogel. Y'all know Frank Vogel is really on defense. Y'all got to remember David Fizdale is down there on that bench.
Right.
So
fair point.
So you know what I'm saying. So we just got to remember a lot about that. But real quick though, y'all, let me remind y'all, everybody watching, please do like this video on your way in or on your way out, whichever type of person you are. If you're a way in type person or a way out type person, just like the video at some point. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, because I do check my analytics, and like 40% of the people that I be watching are not subscribed to the channel. I need y'all to subscribe. I'm trying to get that 2,000 mark real quick. Let's do that. Once again, let me remind y'all of the quote today. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have heard it already, but don't make friends who are comfortable to be with. Make friends who will force you to level yourself up. That means make sure your friends hold you accountable. In reverse, make sure you hold your friends accountable. Y'all make sure y'all are, building your crew up. Make sure your crew is building you up. Or if it's your family, make sure that you're building your family up. Make sure your family's building you up. Hold yourselves accountable. When you wake up in the morning, make sure you wage war on yourself. When you are at war, you become the best version of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. So make sure that you wage war on yourself every morning when you wake up. If you missed the Champagne Room interview last night, make sure you go back and watch that, like that video, share that video, comment on that video, and turn the notifications on, because next Wednesday is going up in the Champagne Room. I'm about to dip. I do gotta go. But Dezo, if you want to real quick, hold on, Tex. We not done. Dezo, if you want to hold it down for a couple more minutes, you know what I'm saying, feel free. That's up to your discretion. But go ahead though, Tex. What you were saying?
No, I was just going to say everybody to, you know what I'm saying, just tap into the no snooze button. We got some new shit that's about to pop off on Friday. It's definitely on Monday and Fridays in the morning. Get your days going and all that. It's about current events that's going on. You know what I'm saying? We just the hood journalists for y'all. We're just trying to give it to y'all and all that. So tap into the no snooze button. Man.
Yeah, Dezo, you gonna keep it running for a couple more minutes, or?
Yeah, for a couple minutes. Yeah, I got you.
Okay, for sure, man. Make sure, man. Make sure you when Bulls fan get to saying crazy shit, kick his ass. Hey, Bulls fan be needing to dunk in cold water every once in a while.
Giannis fan.
Bulls fan be cooking, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bulls fan most certainly do be cooking. That's why I make sure I always keep a spot reserved for my brother, because Bulls fan is always welcome. Everybody's always welcome. Everybody up here, y'all always welcome in the graveyard shift. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, even when I disagree with y'all and I think what y'all saying is nonsense. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Everybody in the chat, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Without y'all, I would not do this. I'm not here for you. Y'all not here for me. I'm here for y'all.
I'm not here for y'all.
So funny.
Man of the people.
You know what I'm saying? I am. Hey, and once again, I'm always gonna be here to say the things that maybe y'all are scared to say. For instance, that's why we up here smoking on that Buffs pack in Portland.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all good, man. You know,
That Bucks pack is loud though. That shit hit different.
No, not the Bucks, not the Bucks pack, not the Bucks pack, Africa. We'll be smoking on that later. It ain't even basketball season. I'm talking about that Buffs pack.
Oh, okay.
What we need to do is we need to be smoking the DB pack. We need to understand why he got Rudy Gay signed on the Warriors and Dwight Howard is still looking for a job in China. Let's get into that.
Bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do this like that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
You're a bozo.
Hey, shout out to Ox, man. Shout out to Ox, man. Yeah, the people.
Hey,
Rudy Gay just signed where?
My team.
Didn't he sign to
they released
the Warriors?
Yo, Sebastian, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not your team anymore, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought you was Celtics 7, Sebastian.
No, it was Cloud.
You missed enough, Brendan.
Hey, yo, Deza.
What's up?
As soon as somebody say something crazy that they get us canceled. Sebastian got that look in his eye.
I'm gonna lie, I've been smoking on that right now, man. The Miami Heat, they're losers, nigga. They really thought they was gonna get Dame.
Shout out Rudy Gay.
They really thought they was gonna get Dame, man. It's hilarious.
No
fluky overruns, man.
Miami are the biggest losers in this
real
trade.
quick before you transition to Miami. Let's talk about the real losers of this trade. That's the
Miami.
Losers, man. Them niggas is losers.
How Miami losers though?
Hold on.
Niggas really thought, man.
They lost.
They wasn't giving up any of their shit.
They lost.
Let Dezo cook.
They lost out on getting Dame, which is the main reason why Pat Riley was even in this offseason to begin with. Like he was in this to get Dame. And they lost that, so now they got to settle for their backup plan, which I don't know who that is. But
it might be Jrue Holiday.
It might be. They get Jrue. They're a menace again.
Nah,
they're a defensive menace. The offense ain't gonna look nice though.
The offense
they figure it out. You act like Miami can't do it. They just showed you they could.
Yeah. Jrue Holiday is a terrorist. He's a terrorist, bro.
What were you saying, context?
What?
No. I was asking, what would be the point if you're Miami, right? I understand it's a great consolation prize. And I asked this to Africa, but then I asked to the rest of the panel. Like, I mean, all you're doing is you're adding on to a strength that you already have. The defense is what Miami is banking their thing on. Obviously, the problem is the offense. Jimmy Butler is not a number one. Bam is not a number two. So you need some type of a number 1A, 1B, some type of an option to deflect and allow them to be.
And that's definitely not Jrue Holiday.
Okay,
you know
so
what I mean?
my question is, who is out there that they can realistically go get? I think Kyle Lowry's cooked. Kyle Lowry's cooked at this point, in my opinion. So you go get Jrue Holiday to replace Kyle Lowry. Yeah, you trade him somewhere and let him get wet.
Well, if they get Jrue, they probably trade him.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry's out of there. And then, so then,
are they going to give up the picks though? Are we getting 2 first-round picks though with that? Because we better get that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wait.
Hold on. My question, obviously,
because that's expiring contract. Larry giving us nothing, so you got to hit.
Question. So real quick.
Yo, after they still Lakers fan.
Hold on.
All right. Question for y'all. So real quick, this is what I'm thinking. Let's say they find a way. Hey, Portland, I know y'all didn't really want to give us Dame. Let's talk it out. Okay, we're gonna get Jrue. So we get Jrue. Kyle Lowry's out of there. Who else can they get? Do they call Indiana and try to get a Buddy Hield to add more shooting? Do they go somewhere else? Who can they get?
You would have to talk
I think they should be calling Indiana anyway and try to get Buddy Hield.
This is why you don't hold out for one superstar the whole offseason, acting like you got him in the bag, bro. At the end of the day, if you really value Dame like that, you got to pull the trigger at a certain point, bro. And so you can't just try and fleece the Trailblazers, and they were trying to fleece them thinking that they had no options and no leverage.
Young Africa. Gifted said this.
Gifted said this before, man.
We had Gifted on Dub Stream this morning. Gifted dove right through that trade, and he said this is worse return than what Miami was willing to give them. The Portland Trailblazers did not want to give Dame to Miami. They just didn't.
You know why they did that random? Because they kept lowballing them.
Oh no. So you know what you do if you're Miami? You know what you do if you're Miami, random guy? You make the trade so appealing that they can't turn it down, bro. You gotta go all in on that.
Listen. The way you make it too appealing is that you give up, you give up Bam, and you're not doing that.
No, that's not what it is.
No,
You gotta stack the picks.
So this is what the Trailblazers did.
You gotta throw in. You know what they said? You know what I heard? They didn't want to throw in Caleb Martin. They didn't want to throw in the rookie Hawkins. Like you gotta throw in Caleb Martin, bro. You got to do that.
Africa. They still took less assets back from Milwaukee than what Miami was offering.
They didn't.
Probably talking crazy on the phone, bro. Probably talking crazy.
I want to know what are the assets that they would have got from Miami?
So I gotta go find it because
it'd be 2 first-round picks, Tyler Hero, expiring
gifted, and laid it all out.
That's not better than what they got, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I heard.
I have to go find exactly what he said.
Okay, now I heard
they didn't want to throw Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin was a holdout.
And Jrue, you can flip.
And they also got Jrue Holiday. Those are the main pieces of what they got.
That better be water, Diesel. That's all I'm saying.
It's always water, bro. Always water.
Absolutely.
I want to say this though, like, because we all gave our start benches cuts.
I got myself a little,
and Random can probably find
little OJ. That's what I'm talking about. It's too late. It's too late for anything else.
But you're gonna say something crazy.
But what are y'all? Because I gave my worst grade was a strong B+ for the Suns. That was my worst grade. I gave an A-, and it could be an A- depending on how the season plays out. But right now, it's a strong B+.
Uncomfortable, bro.
Okay, after you can feel that way. I gave.
Look him in his eyes, man.
Murder.
I gave the Blazers an A, and it could be an A+ within the next few years. And I gave the Bucks an A+. What are y'all's like?
How did I don't even want to ask that. Hey, Dezo, I want to add Dezo because you've been in the cut. Did Phoenix get better off this trade, bro?
Yeah, they got
a little bit.
So here's how I look at it, right? I don't like this trade for any of these teams.
What?
I think.
Man.
Hold on. Let
I think all of them missed the mark a little bit. Milwaukee got Dame, which is great, but Dame. I mean, people were in the chat talking about, what y'all are overvaluing Jrue. Like, what has Jrue done, bro?
Shot 4 for 26 in the playoffs.
Tell me what Dame. Tell me what Dame averages in the finals, and then get back to me.
Hold on. Hey, hold up. Drew,
sound like Ticket TV up in here.
Go for the ISO with the chat. Go for the ISO with the chat for real.
Dezo TV, man. We got Dezo TV.
Dezo TV.
Oh my God.
Straight narratives, man. Crazy.
And then let's move on to Portland. Portland got DeAndre Ayton, who is an unmotivated center who's trying to build his, stock up, basically. Right. He's not going to be there for that long. We all know that. Portland's just pretty much
crazy.
Portland's pretty much just banking on him to have a great season so that they can trade him eventually.
That's not crazy to say that.
No. I agree, but that's crazy. Just get him and trade him.
I partially agree with that. I think that's a possibility.
That's a possibility, but that's crazy to me. My goodness.
And then let's move on to the Suns. The Suns, instead of going out and getting a defensive big, which they needed,
that's facts. I can't deny that.
They went out and got a man who's on his second leg, literally. Like
facts.
You got Yusuf Nurkic.
But here's the thing, though, Dezo.
Well, Nurkic,
they didn't just need a big. They needed a big.
You got less athletic Ayton, basically.
Less athletic Ayton.
But they got better on defense, though, because they got a good perimeter defender in Grayson Allen.
Nasir Little is moving the needle like that.
And they also got Nasir Little.
Grayson Allen is not a good defender. I don't know where people get this from. Grayson Allen is not a good defender.
Well, first of all, we knew Grayson Allen. Yeah, we knew that.
You know what I mean by good defender? He's going to break a nigga arm if he needs to.
No, they already got Kogi for that shit. Kogi is meant to be their perimeter guy.
I mean,
like I know that nigga dirty, man. Stop it, man.
A lot of what Grayson Allen was doing may not be dirty.
Talking about we driving the whip.
No, that's not driving the whip. I would never forgive him for what he did to my nigga Alex.
Let me respond to what because
no. Grayson Allen is definitely Zaza Pachulia.
I want to hear the grade.
Let me just.
You talking about put him on the team to break niggas' legs, bro? What we doing?
That's what the nigga do.
Hit threes and break legs.
Do that last year, bro.
Let me just say this. So with all that being said, I agree. They didn't need to, with the Suns, they didn't need a big necessarily, but their biggest problem in the playoffs was not having a defensive big. Like Ayton was getting cooked all playoffs. People were driving into the lane at will on the Suns. So
he also just
That was
gave
like-
up at certain points.
like
Hey, low key, I might say Bol might be getting more minutes than Nurkic eventually.
Jesus
with
Christ,
rim
no,
protection. Hey man,
no.
hey, don't
He's not a good rim protector.
remember this. He can protect the rim better than Nurkic.
That's
I know
close to
that.
stream.
I mean, barely. I mean, they're both not that
So
great.
Diesel,
Africa
question:
is
Who's the
wildin'.
defensive big you
Bol
think
I'm
is
not
is
starting
wild.
after.
Don't do
That
that
nigga's
concept.
going up, ball.
The nigga could have get minutes.
Hold on.
Blocking shots his whole life.
Hold on.
Blocking
Hold on.
oppression out here.
Calm down.
Fellas, hold on. Who's
Calm
the
down.
Diesel? Who's the defensive big you think the Suns should have went after?
Realistically,
Realistically,
because
Don't say
they're
Dwight Howard, please.
not getting like Bam or Claxton. They're not getting any of those guys. Who are they getting realistically? What better?
They coulda-
options are there?
Should the Suns?
They could have, but
Let me
honestly,
That's
hold on.
the
Let me see this
thing.
real quick.
That's
Real quick
the-
context. I thought the trade that they should have done was trading him, try to find a way to get him to the Hawks for like Clint Capella and maybe
They would've-
somebody else.
They
That
would
would've
have
been
never
better.
done that. They would have never done that.
Yes, I agree.
Hawks would have never done that. The Hawks would have never done that.
Why not?
The
Why
Hawks
not?
would Capella. Yes, for
Because
sure.
They
Capella-
definitely would have gave Capella for 80.
Because
100%.
the way that team uses Capella, far better defender. That's what that team desperately needs is interior protection, especially when you have Trae Young out on the perimeter. He was also the perfect pick and roll teammate for Trae Young, who is an amazing lob passer. Clint Capella was an amazing
Yeah, but you
pick
can
and
still
roll
use
player.
a Kongu as your defensive big.
Facts. They still would have a
But Kongu's not. But Kongu's fine. But Kongu's not the same rim protector that Capella was.
He's
And
still
not,
a great rim protector, though.
Well,
He
like,
is,
moving
but
on
he
from
is, but you're not listening
Still
to.
a pretty good one.
why not try and go get a guy like what's his name? A guy like Zubac from the Clippers. That would have been better. A guy like Jared Allen at Cleveland.
Jakob
that
Poeltl
would've
from
been
the
better.
Raptors would have been tough. You know what
How
I'm
about
saying?
JaVale
from the
McGee?
Raptors?
Jakob Poeltl.
The
Jakob Poeltl,
Raptors,
facts.
the Raptors just signed him for
Facts.
4 years. They wouldn't have traded him either. They just
Zubac, I think
How
Zubac
would
would have
they
been
kept-
an easy deal to get
What
done
about?
with the Clippers.
I know
That
JaVale
would've been
McGee.
easy.
What about JaVale McGee? What about JaVale McGee?
JaVale
I know-
McGee.
I know.
I know.
He's signed
JaVale
for-
McGee,
Because of his
though.
asthma.
He was JaVale
Yeah.
McGee full time though.
You can't start
he can't-
JaVale
he
in
can't
2023, bro.
What about the
Yeah,
White
he
Howard?
was
What if they
full-time.
would have signed the White Howard? Like, would that have been?
Hey, that would've been better as a backup big than going and get Nurkic.
I think Nurkic
yo,
is a little too much.
easy.
But listen,
Hey,
I'm
Dwight
not.
as a
Howard
backup
should
would have
have
been better
signed.
than
The
Nurkic.
fact that
I want to
Rudy
make
Gay
this
has a
clear. Like
contract,
You can't use the White Howard full time though. That's like why y'all keep
Why? The White Howard can still provide a lot.
I don't need
especially
Dwight
for the
Howard
Suns.
You don't need Dwight Howard full time on that squad.
They just
So
need
I'm not saying
wait,
full-time,
wait.
I'm saying maybe like a backup center.
I
Like, that's what I'm
want to say to Africa real quick, and I
Who's gonna be the starting center then?
It's gonna be
Aiden. I
Aiden. It
thought
would have
they
been
said- I
Aiden.
thought it would have been
Right?
Aiden, yeah.
Yeah, Aiden with
Africa,
the
I want-
backup Dwight. Like that's fine.
Wasn't y'all
Africa,
talking about y'all gonna use Aiden to get somebody?
I
Like
got you. Let P5 finish it off. Go ahead, P5.
Africa, I want to ask you, bro. I understand what you were saying with the Clint Capella, with who else? Jakob Poeltl, with
Yeah,
these other
Zubac,
big
somebody like that. Yeah.
Zubac. Do you not think that the Suns have tried this already? Because there were reports that they were in trade talks with the Hawks, they were in talks with the Pacers. They were
Miles
in talks
Turner,
with the
facts. They could have got that.
Miles Turner
they-
would have been tough.
No. But Africa, here's my thing. I'm saying that they couldn't have done it because they already tried, and the Pacers were not interested because A, they just extended Miles Turner, and B, I think the Pacers have lost interest in DeAndre Ayton at this point, and C, like realistically, Nurkic is. Let's be honest here, because I think the Suns have already tried a lot of their options. Nurkic is by far he's not the answer. I don't think he's the answer to Jokic because I don't think there is an answer to Jokic. I don't think he was the best available center that they could have traded for, technically speaking, not realistically, but realistically, I think he was their best option, whether you want to believe that or not.
Look,
He's
P5. This is what I say about the Suns offseason, right? Getting Bradley Beal, A+ move, right? Then you go and get Eric Gordon, A+ move, right? Then you go and get Bol, Chimezie Metu, A+ move, right? So they had a you get Watanabe. You get Watanabe. Great moves in terms of the depth of the team. They great moves.
Yeah, I like
So
Watanabe.
the
So they lost to the bubble.
I'll
Okay,
give it a B at most. I'll give it a B at most.
it was a solid offseason, and then they messed that up when they.
Oh, I forgot they got Jrue
No, they
Eubanks.
didn't mess it up.
Eubanks is a good player.
They messed
No,
it up.
no, Africa. They didn't mess it up because they got a player who did not want to be there off the team, who was going to actively hurt the. No, because he was
going to actively hurt the team.
No, all you gotta do with Ayton is just sell him that you're gonna get more opportunities.
And how do you know
be that guy?
But he's not.
I can't say he would have hurt the team if things changed up for him. Like,
but here's the thing, though. I don't think the Suns did the move for no big man or no defensive big. They just did the move for depth, bro. That was about it. That's
no.
But
Nahar, my thing is, I think they tried to. I think they tried to get Clint Capella. They tried to get these other guys they are talking about. But they just couldn't because
anybody would fight for Ayton. I agree with that.
And what happened if Atlanta was asking for more than what they wanted to give up, bro? That could be a possibility, bro.
But that's also because of how far Ayton's value has fallen.
That has something to do with it.
Has fallen for real.
Compared to his
because
peers,
I promise you, if this was Ayton from like 2 years ago, the Hawks would do it just like that.
The Hawks are doing it just like that for real.
Facts. That's facts.
Hold on, Bulls fan. Hold on, random. Let me ask this question. And it's to the whole panel. I want to actually start off with Dez. At this point, compared to his peers, right? Let's say Jokic is a 10, right? On the scale of centers, where do you have DeAndre Ayton?
On the scale of centers?
Or like offensively? You say offensively or just centers in general?
No, as overall.
As a center,
maybe off the top of my head, like you got
hold on,
like
P5,
Jokic, Embiid, Bam.
Hold on,
I guess Jaren Jackson was a better
P5 out here, bro. P5 usage rate crazy right now.
You answered the question almost
too. Talking for a mile, son.
In fact, that usage rate is pretty high right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on. As far as
it's about a 60 right now.
As far as centers go, I would give Ayton. I'll probably give Ayton like a 7.5, probably.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm not.
I agree
with that at all.
Yeah, if Jokic is a 10,
what about,
then that.
Oh, at the lowest for me, it's a 7. Yeah, it's a 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7. 7 for me.
7.
Well.
What about you, Easy? What about you? What do you have him at?
I got a 6. I got a 6, probably a 5.5.
6 is crazy.
5.5 average. Wow.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
I think he's above average.
So easy. How many centers do you believe are better than DeAndre Ayton right now?
It's not on the point of how many centers are better than him. He said if Jokic is a 10, we have to grade him on like how a center look at a center, and I think he has room to improve, and I think he has to maximize his talent.
But when you're doing that, so who do you think? That's what I'm saying. Who do you think in terms of how you look at centers is a better center right now?
It's like
I'm gonna say something real quick, Randall. I don't know if
Jokic,
Embiid, AD, Bam, DeMontis.
Do you have Jared Allen over?
They use him at the center, so I'm jacking center, bro. Because they don't even have nobody as a center, so like I'm jacking center, bro. Y'all can fight that if y'all want to. I don't care.
Okay, so
I'm jacking that.
So Jokic, AD,
Jared Allen,
AD, Jokic,
Brook Lopez is clear.
Bam, Sabonis.
Yes. Brook Lopez.
Who you said?
I'm gonna.
Just because he's a winning player doesn't mean he's a better basketball player than him, man. He's
He
not a better basketball
for
player.
a big man, he is a better big
He's more impactful.
He's a
Brook
better
Lopez is
big
clearing
man.
DeAndre Ayton right now.
Yeah, like what are you talking about right now?
Yeah.
Especially in today's game. So you talking about something, but he's still better though.
Stretch big, that's giving you 2.5 blocks a game. Yeah,
bro, hold on. I'm taking somebody who's literally a stretch big, who literally just finished third in defensive player of the year voted. Over DeAndre Ayton, yes.
Hey, easy. Is Jared Allen better than DeAndre Ayton?
Bro, bro? Yes.
Nah, Africa, nah.
He does
Is Vucevic better than DeAndre Ayton? Easy.
Bro,
who?
Vucevic from the Bulls.
No.
Nah.
No, so it sounds like Deandre Ayton a top 10 big, bro, but it's 5.5 at the same time. That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, like, all right, 5.5 on his bad day, but he's 6. Like, he could get to a 7. Like, I mean, like, I'm not trying to put, like, when you hit 5.5, 6, 7, like, I'm not trying to shit on him. I'm not really trying to, like, use that number and say like he's bad.
But he's average though. Saying that average.
Hold on, boys. Real quick, I just want to say, like, I see room for improvement in his game that he doesn't use because of whatever issue that goes on. I'll give it to chemistry. I'll give it to usage. I'll give it to how the team constructed. I'll give it to coaching. I'll give it to the players on the team. I'll give it to a lot of things. But I see room for improvement, but that he doesn't want to take the jump in. Like this time when CP3 used to run the pick and roll, he doesn't even try to get into the paint. He makes sure he shoot the mid range. So it's things like that. I see like, yo, you can improve right there, but like you're still good. I'm not going to shit on your game. 16 and 10 is still 16 and 10 at the end of the day, but like you could have had a chance to make it bump up to 19 and 11.
But it's not a lot of centers even doing that though. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not trying to say he's bad though. He's above average.
That's why I'm saying this year is such a big year for him.
Look, hold on. The question was, if Jokic was a 10 on the scale of centers, where do you grade him? He's above average center. I named 5 guys in front of him. That could, if we have to rank him, if Jokic is at 10, I'll drop him perfectly where he at.
An above average center, in my opinion, is like
being six. Being 6 in the top 10 don't mean you like 6 out of 10 though. I don't know if that's how you're doing it, but you know, I don't think that's what.
That's so easy. I gotta answer this. What's an above average center?
It feels like we need like a tier list or something. But okay, so hold on. So easy.
I'm asking the question though.
Yeah, so easy. Do you think he's a top 10 center?
I mean, I have to think about the centers, but I think he fall into this. 16 to 10 could fall into a top 10 center.
So maybe Diesel, maybe one of these days you could make a tier list where like we have all the starting centers in the NBA. And we like, where does DeAndre Ayton really fit there? Because I think the top of the center list is very clear, clear.
I agree.
But then after that, now we got to make decisions.
Yeah, I think the top 5 is pretty cool.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it right now.
Hold on. But real quick though, because y'all had this nigga at 7, and all I said was 6, 5.5 on his bad day. 7 on his real good
I didn't hear
days.
on a bad day. I'm gonna be
what the fuck is going on?
I didn't hear the bad day shit. Yeah, I didn't hear that too. But that's okay. You can walk that shit back real cool, like Michael Jackson. That's all right.
All right. Fuck the bad day. All I said was 6, 5.5. 5.5. What's wrong with that? When y'all had him at 7, it's not like y'all had him at 9 or 8.
Average day, easy. His average day is 18 and 10. That's the average. That's what he averages. Average day, 18 and 10.
And if that's his average day, then that's like a 7.
Yeah. So what is?
But wait, hold on, real quick, boss. But when I look at the game and like when I notice things like when CP3 making him use a pick and roll and he is shying away from the paint, trying to shoot a mid range, I look at things like that. So that factors into what I'm looking at. So yeah, he can make 18 and 10, but like yo, damn, bro, like you didn't even fucking force that nigga up, bro.
Context what? It's empty. It's an empty 18 and 10 contract.
That's not an empty. I'm not saying it's empty, bro. I'm not saying it's empty.
Right.
Go ahead, Tex.
I'm not saying it's empty. I'm not saying it's empty. However, it's not high leverage. It's not high leverage. It's not impactful to the point where it turns the needle. His 18 and 10. Now, don't get me wrong. In terms of box score, it may turn the needle. But when it's time for him to take control of a certain situation defensively, offensively, cutting hard, showing energy, making the right IQ play. I saw Russell Westbrook grab 4 offensive rebounds in a row on him. They were ping-ponging between Zubac.
That's because Russ is a dog, nigga.
I understand that. But
that's exactly it, though.
You're 7 foot and you're athletic. You have no excuse that Russell Westbrook is flying from the 3-point line and getting multiple offensive rebounds on you. That shows.
Russ do that to every big man.
All right, Diesel. I'm gonna share my screen. Diesel, I'm gonna share my screen. Right. And then please, I got a tier list going in for all the starting centers coming in the next season. Coming in the season.
Hold on, so
you made your own one. Let's refresh that. Let's make our own one, a consensus tier list, man. I don't know.
Center's kind of mid though. Like center might be.
I understand. First of all, I understand centers are mid, but this is what I'm doing. Unless you really, because I found one on tier list that I kind of like and agree with
They
it.
gotta tell
So
us,
we
bro.
taking turns as well. Okay, cool.
All right, so check it.
Alright.
Hold on, but I want to ask a contest question real quick. If I was to give him a grade, it would definitely be like a 7.5.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so
I nominate Dwight Powell at the bottom.
I want to change it to this though.
Let's do it in order. Let's do
Dwight
it from
Powell.
top to bottom.
No, let's do it from the bottom. Let's add some drama to that. Do it from the bottom.
Okay, so we're gonna.
Also, it's just
I nominate Dwight Powell, bottom of the list. Dwight Powell.
What's wrong with the Dwight Powell, man?
No,
White Powell in this shit? Oh shit.
I didn't even know you could just set screens and be in the NBA, bull. Like Nahari, I didn't know that.
Okay. Let's get started.
He's a solid defender.
Because there are some interesting names on this list that a lot of people might disagree with. So this could be fun. I like it.
Which order y'all want to go? Y'all want to go just top to bottom? We're going to top to bottom?
We could.
I'm sure. Yeah, sure. No matter.
Huh? I'd like to go from bottom.
And Dwight
to
Powell
top.
is on it, by the way. I still mean Jokic and Allen.
I'm not.
Yeah, chat. Do we go bottom to the top or top to bottom, chat?
Fellas, real quick.
Let's just go bottom to top, man.
Fellas, real quick. I'm not gonna participate because I'm gonna be putting the names up there. So I'm out on the names. I guess the only thing I want to ask before we start, in the S tier, we have legitimately 3 players that should not be a question.
Yeah.
It should be Jokic, Embiid, and if AD's on this list, AD, which he is.
His face is right there.
I mean that's in your opinion.
His face is right there, bro.
It don't gotta be everybody's opinion.
All right, so
I might have to.
Those are my things. Do we agree on that or no?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
yeah, let's go.
They say top to bottom in the chat.
All right, so
Let's just go with the order.
I don't know about y'all, man.
Okay, we'll go top to bottom. We'll go Diesel,
Yeah, we'll
Context, Easy, Bulls fan, Sebastian, P5, and Africa. Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Diesel.
Africans.
Real quick. When we put everything, we could come back and revisit everything.
Yeah. So first, at the end of the thing, we can make whatever things.
Oh, no arguments. Okay.
No.
Depending
a long
on
ass
it,
night.
but
Yeah,
let's just get. I'd rather.
Africa, you gonna be mad at me.
Yeah, I'd rather us get all the centers on the list first, and then we can have all the arguments we need to have.
Okay.
All
right. So first center on the list is Clint Capella.
All right.
Where does he belong?
Oh, we going like that?
I think Clint Capella is a perfect C tier player.
I already disagree.
That's agreed. I agree with that. Let's keep it pushing though. Keep it
Solid,
pushing.
Dizzo. Good
All
pick, Dizzo.
All right. Context. Al Horford is yours.
Clint Capella disrespect, man. Crazy.
Al Horford at this point in his career is a C center.
Valid.
Oh, you being nice, bro.
Hey, random guy, just zoom in on screen a little bit more.
I am being nice, low key. He's really
Stop.
You gotta put him in detail. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was the reason why they kind of upset.
Yo, I think we should have an A. I think we should have an A plus.
Rank them in the tiers.
Context, you get to say
All
over.
right, so Nick's, so hold on. So let me see who's next. Easy. Nick Claxton.
Ooh.
Nick Claxton.
Yeah.
I get Mark Williams. Yes.
Put Nixon on B. E
tier.
That's a fact.
All right.
I can see that.
All right. For some reason, I'm blanking on the
I'll
next
give-
one. Maybe I'm.
I'll give him B+.
That's Mark Williams.
Yeah, I got Mark Williams. Gross.
All right, you got Mark Williams.
I'll slide him to man. D tier? Yeah, I'll put him in D tier. That's what
Oh,
wow.
That's harsh.
Bro, he's not better than Clint or Al Horford. Stop it, bro.
All right, Sebastian, you got next.
I don't know the nigga.
What is old boy here? Go.
Put Vucevic at B tier.
You said D tier.
What?
B.
Oh, okay.
B tier. B tier.
All right.
This
Young,
looks like a solid
P5, you got Jared Allen.
B tier.
He's right. To me, he's like right.
Nicholas Claxton and Nikola Vucevic in the same tier looks disgusting.
It do, bro. Go ahead.
Hey, y'all
and
be
put
sleeping on Claxton low key. Y'all be sleeping on
fact.
Claxton.
But hold on. Hello. Claxton better than
P5. What is Jared Allen?
I would have put him A, but
I'm teetering between C and B right now. I like Jared Allen. I'll put him in B. I'll put him in B.
Why would he be C?
In front of or behind?
Because I think he's better than Capella and Al Horford. I think he's just better than them.
Okay.
Put him in front of Vooch.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. After that playoff series,
Oh, Dwight Powell, my guy. Hey, F here for sure.
For sure.
Powell,
That's
man.
here. Pack
for
them
sure,
up.
for sure.
All right,
That's the most valid one so far.
Jokic is yours.
Oh, he got the East one.
I got Jokic. F. I'm joking. S tier.
S tier it is. All right, context you got next.
Oh, that's Jalen Duran.
Oh, Jalen Duran.
Jalen Duran.
The overrate him now. He is a rookie.
Don't overrate him, bro.
Yeah, man. He's 19 years old. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's 19. The potential is there, but I gotta give him C right now.
Yeah. And whoever said like putting Mark Williams at D was crazy, bro. Look at the niggas in C, bro. Like, stop it. He ain't no C tier.
All right.
Yeah,
Now this list is looking valid. It's looking valid.
Easy. You got Draymond Green, maybe the most polarizing name on this list.
Niggas a B. Might be a D.
Nobody showed us the ticket. He might be mad already.
Yeah. Dezo TV got him at the D tier.
I'm not gonna lie. Ticket about to be mad at me, bro.
Hey, man.
He's finna overrate this nigga like crazy.
Bro.
Well, Easy really think about it deeply.
I can't wait for the panel tomorrow. Ticket gonna be so conflicted.
A tier.
Gonna be so conflicted for real.
What you saying, Easy?
Giannis so much.
How you feel?
Put him in A.
A tier. Oh my God, terrible. Jesus Christ, man.
Draymond is better than everybody on the B tier, though.
No, he's not. He's not better than Claxton. He's not better than
not better than Claxton. Wow.
All right, Bulls fan, you got next.
Şengün. And it's tough. I'm really
Jokic.
I'm really teetering on C or B, but I can't. I gotta put him in C. I gotta put him in C.
All right.
He's not.
Where are we putting him at?
Put him in front of Al Horford.
Bro, he's certified B tier. Come on, Nahari. Come on.
Nah, he's not.
I gotta be low key.
Right,
I might have him in B tier.
I got him in B tier, bro. Certified. He might be at the front of the B tier line too. Like, look.
Yeah. Nah.
Hold on. In front of the B tier is crazy.
Yo, yeah. I got it.
Hold on.
Put Miles Turner ahead of Vucevic.
Okay.
Miles Turner ahead of Şengün.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But yes. Miles Turner's ahead of Şengün.
5.
I like
the Big Ox, man. Shout out to Big Ox.
It wasn't
Yeah, hold on. Draymond and A is insane. I can't believe Easy did it, man. I can't believe Easy did it.
Draymond is crazy.
I'm not mad at Easy, man.
I think
Easy
Zubac,
is crazy for that.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
We
Zubac.
gonna talk about it.
I think Zubac is right there with Capella as like the perfect average center. Put him in C, right next to Capella, right next to him. It doesn't matter if he's
my God.
All right. Young Africa, you have AD. You have AD.
Oh, AD, you know what we do, man. He about to be an MVP candidate, best defender in the game. We put him right next to Jokic, and not a lot of separation context.
Guys, we're basically
we'll be at the back of S. Don't worry.
All right, hold up. But guys, we're about halfway through the list. All right. This is a name that Dezo, don't do me wrong. This is a name very dear to my heart, and Steven Adams, whose presence was definitely missed last season for Memphis. Where are we putting Steven Adams?
I mean, if you would have asked me this 2 years ago, I'd been like, yo, he's definitely B. But right now, he's just not the same player anymore, man.
What was he doing 2 years ago, Dezo? Damn.
Great offensive rebounder.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really provide much besides, though.
There are hundreds of rebounds that Russell Westbrook took from this man.
I mean, he lost.
Bad rebounds he just gave up to Russell Westbrook.
He's lost.
Hold on. So were you about to put him Des?
He's lost a lot of his athleticism. So I feel like he's C, but like behind the Horford.
C behind Horford.
Behind Horford.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that.
Behind
No. You gotta put him above Horford.
Bro,
Low-key, the C tier looking like elite rebound.
Everybody, hold up. Context. Bam Adebayo. Where does he go?
This is pretty easy.
Easy.
A tier.
Yep, that's valid. Yep.
Before or behind Draymond Green?
I have him before Draymond Green. Easily.
Yeah, A tier is where he belongs.
Let me ask context real quick. Well, what makes him not an S tier center? Context.
He's not an S tier center, nigga. He's just not, bro.
Hold on,
all
NBA. Guys, context will answer the question, and then we will keep. Keep the list moving.
All right, no. I just don't think that he is consistent enough. Obviously, the defensive consistency is there, but the offensive consistency is not there, especially for the role that they need him for. They actually need him to be more aggressive, and he doesn't step up to the plate. So I think that's why I have to give him some knocks down.
Okay, all right. So easy. Polarizing man himself.
God,
he gets Brook Lopez. Where does Brook Lopez go?
Don't disrespect Brook.
Defensive player of the year last year. Number
don't
3.
Disrespect Brook, man. He's like that. Splash
15 points per game.
Splash
elite stretch big. Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain is crazy for real. I'm not gonna lie.
Mountain.
That's a crazy name.
Crazy.
Put Brook right in front of Draymond. Put Brook right in front of Draymond.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Man, why are y'all freaking out about that?
Bulls fan. Wait a minute.
No, I'm saying he shouldn't even be in the A, nigga. Put him in the header.
Bulls fan. We got another polarized name on this list.
Rudy Gobert.
Hold on. Let me finish my little intro. Another polarizing player on the list. Somebody that I feel like a lot of old heads, of this generation, might be caping for him later, as the younger people from our generation are straight slandering this man.
Easy A tier. I don't know what is so.
Rudy Gobert. Where does he go? Bulls fan?
Let me answer the question. But you know what? Respectfully, the best Jokic stopper in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And these is facts.
That's true.
Slide him ahead of Brook Lopez and A.
Yeah, that
A tier.
I'm not mad at
What's
that.
wrong
I'm not
with
gonna
A
lie.
tier? I don't see a problem.
All right, Sebastian.
No. Deficiencies.
This is very important.
Yeah.
A guy who was hurt last year trying to guard LeBron. Chet Holmgren.
I'm gonna get kicked. I'm gonna get kicked off this podcast. I think.
Man, keep it real, bro. Keep it
on
buck.
this list.
Prospect pick.
Ooh, this is a complete potential because we've never seen him on an NBA game before.
He can't be wrong, I don't think.
Oh yeah, he could be wrong.
He definitely could be wrong, nigga.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong, but I'm gonna stick with it. Put Chet Holmgren underneath Draymond.
Oh my God, let's just cook, bro.
An A tier?
Whoa.
Sebastian,
Listen, Sebastian, you always gotta be the one, bro. It's crazy.
You're not saying A tier, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga never played an
NBA
NBA game.
This list is
This is nasty.
That is top 10 center in the game already.
Into the graveyard shit.
Very
This is a
nasty.
player that I really like.
Very
This is a
nasty.
player that I really like.
Better than A.
This is
Şengün
where-
is C.
this is where we end
And
the
Chet
stream.
Holmgren is
This
A.
where we
That's
P5,
Bro,
P5.
like, what are we doing?
Everybody, P5, you got next. Where we going?
I love Wendell Carter. I love Wendell. He's easy. I think he's the best player in B tier. Put him in B tier. He's the best player in B
I'm not mad at that.
Man, he's not better than Claxton.
P5. Oh, okay,
Yes, he
great.
is.
All right. Oh,
Not
all
bad.
right. We
Potentially,
got
I
young
thought
Africa, a man from the motherland, same as me, a man born in the motherland. He's out here talking to another motherland member who also maybe have gotten a here nigga damn MVP award last season.
Well
Where
deserved.
are we
Well
putting?
Deserve, but it wasn't here, nigga. Don't get it twisted.
Hey, man, well deserved.
Where are we putting Joel Embiid on this list?
Oh, we putting Joel Embiid in the S tier, but we got to understand where we gonna put him on the S tier. You know, he amazing elite
Don't you do
offensive player. We know his game, and we putting him ahead of Anthony Davis. We
Nice.
got to
Good
do
job.
that.
Good job.
Yeah, I mean,
ain't
I'm
gonna
not
catch.
mad.
By the way,
The
I just
second
noticed-
round.
I
the
just
second
noticed.
round- Oh, we putting him ahead of Anthony Davis. Yeah,
I just noticed that he also had AD, so this list is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
man. Hey, man. I'm getting, and I had Dwight Powell. Like my picks.
He's had the easiest picks to make. The easiest
on.
one.
Hold on,
Facts.
hold
He
on,
definitely
hold
had
on,
the easiest
hold
picks,
on,
respectfully.
hold the fuck on, John. Embiid over AD.
Yeah. Embiid over.
Bro,
AD.
hold on, easy,
Hold on.
easy. You cannot
Hold on.
talk.
So y'all gave me shit, but this is cool.
Hold
This is
on.
very cool.
on.
Very
Hold
cool.
on. We will discuss at the end of the list. We will discuss at the end of the
Şengün is
list.
the most flagrant pick up in here, but we're gonna let that slide.
I'm not
No,
gonna
it's
lie, he
not.
might be spitting on that. But
No, it's not.
Draymond and
Holmgren
A is
is?
tough. I'm not gonna lie. We
Chet-
gonna have
Draymond
to defend that
and
pick.
Living-
Y'all talking about Şengün? We got
2016
Chad
right now?
Holmgren and A.
Draymond
Hold on.
Jesus
Diesel, you
Christ.
got next. Diesel, you got next. Where we going?
Vooch is in B tier. That's
Yusuf,
nasty.
He ain't no B tier. I know he's not.
Yusuf Nurkic. I get to
Mhm.
get Yusuf Nurkic. Put that nigga in D. Fuck is you talking
Facts.
about?
I'm not gonna lie.
Facts,
Everybody in
Denzel,
C is better. Everybody in C is better. He's spinning.
Facts.
All right.
I'm gonna respect him
Context.
a little bit by putting him ahead of
Hey,
Michael
the
Jordan.
Suns just
Put him
traded
ahead
for a
of
D tier level center, bro. This is crazy right now.
Who else
Okay.
could they have
That's
gotten?
crazy. That's
Who-
crazy.
who-
That's
No.
crazy.
Hey,
Hold on.
hey.
I got a question for Randall real quick. Do we have a chance to
Somebody
make
from
one
C tier.
change?
You gotta get
have a
Yes,
chance
yes,
to
we
make
will.
one?
Everybody will make one change at the end of the list,
Okay.
and then we will have all the discussions.
Hey,
you
you
are
might as well
allowed.
move-
Hold on.
you might as
You
well
are
move Chet
allowed.
now, bro.
You are allowed to have one. Everybody's allowed to have one question before their change, and then we can discuss. After everybody makes their changes, we can discuss the tier list in its totality. All right. Context. You have Sabonis.
Hey,
Context is not like Sabonis.
Ox is watching.
No.
Context don't like Sabonis.
He go.
No
I'm gonna
mid-range
give him love.
jumper.
I'm gonna show him love. I'm gonna show him.
The bag is not there.
No. Bulls. I'm really tight that that Sabonis never shot a jump shot in the playoffs. That pissed me off. But I'm gonna let him rock.
Draymond did
That
try to
nigga-
stomp him out.
Yo,
though,
context.
for real.
He didn't want to shoot free throw
Just
lines.
like he got neutralized immediately. Like it was crazy. But I'm gonna let him rock.
Nasty work.
I do have him above.
It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough.
He froze.
This is
froze.
clear,
People
though.
that's an A. I don't think.
But no, but it is
A.
clear.
Yeah, hold on. Context. You froze. You
so-
froze. Go ahead.
I
This is tough.
no, I said
This is
I think
tough.
it's
Easy
tough
spot.
because
I
some of the
don't know
people
what-
that I have
It
in
is
A,
pretty
they
easy.
should be an A. But I guess I'll put him in A for now.
Behind.
put him
behind or in front?
I put him behind Bam. I put him behind Bam.
Yeah, there. That's where he belongs.
Okay. All right.
Victor
Easy.
Wembanyama.
Easy.
And easy guy.
You have what some people have called the future GOAT.
Victor
Kristaps Porzingis with good defense.
Since LeBron
Easy
James.
getting all the best picks, man. That's crazy.
So KB doesn't play
Bro,
good defense?
The best
Facts.
prospect since LeBron James. Somebody
Hey, you
who
said
some people
KB
are
doesn't what?
saying in 15 years
We'll
it
say
should
later.
be the GOAT discussion between Michael Jordan and Victor Wembanyama or LeBron James and Victor
Yes, it's
Wembanyama.
crazy.
Easy. Where are we putting Victor Wembanyama?
Come on,
this is a crazy pick right here. I'm not gonna lie.
He hasn't played a single NBA game yet.
So as Chet.
Yo,
So as Chet, but
Yo.
y'all put him in A tier.
The nigga was
I'm not
getting
gonna-
clamped up in the summer league, man. Come on now.
I'm not
No,
gonna lie. Those-
You act like he didn't have good games. Also, he had a good game in there.
He had a good game. That game was mid.
He only
too.
played like
Ball-
3 games. He only played
No
like
lateral
3 games.
quickness, ball
No,
handling.
let him make the
trash.
spot. Let him make the spot. Let him
Yeah.
make the spot.
What?
Easy, where we
Yeah,
put
yeah,
Victor at?
yeah. This is
Highest
a
rated
crazy-
rookie in 2K history, just to let you know, Easy. If that moves
That's
you,
kinda-
you know what I'm saying?
That's
Oh, I be
crazy
throwing
right
lobs
there
to
in
him in
itself.
2K. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a crazy stat.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna
it's crazy
lie.
stat After
2K was glazing crazy. They had this nigga higher than LeBron.
They were glazing the shit
I-
out of him. I'm not gonna lie.
I want to troll right now. I want to troll some.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You already
No
trolled though.
Nah,
No
I'm-
trolling.
I'm trolling
This is a
will be
valid list,
allowed.
Easy. Don't do that. This is a valid list outside of
Bro,
chat.
it can't be
Chat.
valid,
it's
bro.
not.
Hey,
It's some terrible picks.
Vucevic
It's
is
some terrible.
in B tier.
Terrible picks.
Never mind.
if all right, let me just say this. Let me just say this. If he's everything he's projected to be, he's S tier, right behind AD.
Whoa!
I'm not gonna lie. I'm bumping that nigga down.
Easy.
I don't
Is
care.
that where we're
That's
That
putting
case
nigga's
him?
getting
scenario,
bumped down.
top 5 center in the
Easy?
game. Okay.
Easy, is that where we're putting him?
Easy. We're
Behind
not going off
Embiid?
the
That's
ticker
a
though.
fact.
As of right now.
I
I mean, I would
easy.
like to have I would like to have AD in front of MB, but put him right behind AD. Put him right behind AD.
Nasty word. This is disgusting, bro. He can come in and be
It's nasty
I'm
word, but I'm
impartial.
rocking with it.
Hey, I'm
rocking with
sorry to
it.
tell you
It's
right now,
nasty word, but
Wemby is
I'm
not
rocking
going to have a great rookie year. I'm just letting y'all know that right
Yeah, like this is very nasty.
All right.
I'm not gonna going to judge him by the stats. I'm going to judge him by what I see.
Bulls fan. Hey, everybody, Bulls fan.
So nasty.
Bulls fan, you're up next. Jakob Poeltl.
Oh, Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl is definitely. Oh man, nah, I gotta slide him ahead of Zubac in C tier.
That's
fair. That's fair. All right.
Jakob Poeltl is definitely
Sebastian.
better.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the first player on this list. I have no idea.
Oh, that's Gafford.
That's Daniel Gafford, man. Niggas casuals up here, man.
Bro, you're
Oh shit!
I'll be 100% honest. I was 99%. I just didn't know who the fuck.
He like a borderline double guy. Give you 2 blocks, athletic, big. You know what I'm saying? He like.
I'm gonna have to go watch some more Gafford film. I'm sorry.
Facts.
Daniel Gafford.
Facts.
All right. Under
what?
Under Vooch in B tier? Sebastian?
What are we doing, man?
Oh my god.
Actually,
Sebastian is serious.
Put him under
What?
Okay. Put him under
Hold on. Where Vooch?
Put him under
Oh my god.
Horford. Okay. Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Y'all low key
Wait,
bullied
hold on.
Sebastian into that pick.
Nah, Sebastian. I had to have said.
Hold on.
Man. That would have been awful.
Wait, hold on. We get a question. We get one question.
Once the list is made. All right. P5. Valanciunas is yours. Where does
I really like Giannis. But I feel like
I love him as well. I love him as well.
He's a really. I think he's one of the more underrated players or centers in the league. But for me, he's like right. He's oh my god. He's better than some of those people in A tier. But I'm
what?
No, he's not.
Hey,
He's better than one of them.
Easy. This is his pick.
But I'm not gonna put him up there because it's not where he belongs. But some people up there don't belong there either. But he belongs right next to Wendell.
Yeah,
Carter
like
Jr.
You bounced right next to who?
Wendell Carter Jr. He's right next to him.
Oh, I thought you said Wembanyama. I'm like, what?
I'm not going to lie.
I got him in front of.
I would have put him. I would have put him ahead of C. I would have.
Young Africa, Mitchell Robinson.
Man.
He's a fun player.
He is.
Robinson's a solid player. Like he be giving you like, if he was actually starting, he'd get better production. But he a solid shot blocker. I'm gonna put him on the old defensive tier. That's the C tier, man. So I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him behind Şengün.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That's not right.
I think he's better than Şengün.
Young Africa.
You're not better than Şengün, bro. Stop tweaking, bro.
But y'all be overrated Şengün, bro. Sheesh.
Bro, no. Şengün like
That nigga is not B tier, bro.
Hold on. Young Africa just went, right? Young Africa
Şengün
baby
should really be in
represent,
B
nigga.
tier, bro. Y'all tweaking.
No, we should not. No,
Yeah,
we
low
should
key.
not.
Hold on,
Şengün
fellas.
low.
Fellas, we almost done. Young Africa just went, right? Yep. So Diesel, where we going?
Franz Faulkner.
All right, so we got Walker Kessler.
Walker
the-
Oh, I'm tripping.
Walker Kessler should be easy too.
The replacement.
He's a really
for
good
Rudy
player.
Gobert,
I love
you know?
him.
He's really good. Yeah.
I love how they shipped off Rudy Gobert and got another Rudy Gobert. That's hilarious to me.
He ain't really good, nigga. Calm down, bro. He ain't that good.
He's better offensively for sure. He's better offensively.
I don't know if he better offensively, nigga. I don't know what's he talking.
Yo, what is he showing you to be
Rudy
better?
can't make a
He
left
got
hand
the
dunk,
same
bro.
bag as Rudy Gobert.
Walker Kessler.
Fellas,
What is Walker Kessler?
Fellas, let Diesel pick.
I'm gonna
I'm
put him right above. Man, I'm gonna put him right above Daniel Gafford. That's tough though. Daniel Gafford's nice, but I'm gonna put him right
He should
above
be a little
Gafford.
higher. Than
Oh no.
Underrating Walker
Gross.
Kessler.
All right, everybody. Hold on, everybody.
Al
Everybody.
Horford better than
man.
Walker Kessler.
Everybody.
The man of the hour.
everybody.
The man of the hour.
All right, the man of the hour.
Oh, y'all
And
leave me
context. I understand that this is
That's
your pick,
context.
but I'm gonna change it up.
Wow.
I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna let the group decide.
Oh, we going by
altogether
votes.
Where
Okay.
Ayton deserves to belong. You've seen how the centers have been listed. There have been some massive overreaches, in my opinion, and some massive underreaches, in my opinion.
That Walker Kessler one is criminal.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Random.
I'm gonna let the people decide. Not let the people. I'm gonna let y'all decide together where we have DeAndre Ayton. The whole reason.
One by one. Go one by one.
One by one. Where are we putting DeAndre Ayton? Let's start
We're in
with
the chat.
Huh?
And we'll
Go ahead,
even let
Des.
the
Go
chat
ahead,
let the chat have some input.
All right,
as
so
well.
for me personally, I think Aiden should be right there in between either. Man. All right, so
he's so
this
ass,
nigga.
That's why I moved him to the back. That's why I moved him to the back.
So I think
The Aiden hate is crazy, man.
So he's I for sure know that he's above everybody in B tier. I for sure know that.
Nigga, I don't know that nigga.
I know that. That's why I said me, nigga. I said I.
I know, nigga. You're wrong.
Diesel coming off the top rope with that one.
So, and he's for sure better than Chet. I don't even know why Chet's there.
Yeah, Chet is crazy. Chet.
So I'm
gonna give you 30 more seconds to make your choice. Everybody gets about 45 seconds.
I don't know if he's better. I don't know who I would take between him and Draymond. I really don't.
I'm gonna get the stopwatch on y'all motherfuckers.
So I'm gonna have him right there. I'm gonna have him right there.
Yama is so ugly in the S tier, bro.
I'm having behind Draymond.
This nigga easy.
Draymond in the A tier. That's where
he's gonna talk about
behind.
Hey,
Draymond in the
Wembanyama on S tier with the French jersey is kind of crazy though. We got the French jersey on.
Kristaps Porzingis in S tier is crazy. Kristaps Porzingis is crazy.
What's a French jersey? Crazy.
Context.
We grading Euro players now. That's what we doing. Context. Euro players on S tier.
Context. Diesel just said that Ayton belongs in the A tier in front of Chet, behind Draymond.
In front of Chet.
In front of Chet. Where are you putting him?
DeAndre Ayton. I have him. I have him in. Actually, I might have to agree with Des. Damn. Oh,
DeAndre Ayton is tough.
It's really, it really is. Honestly, it might be. It just because his value changes from team to team, right?
Well, we know he's on the Trailblazers now, so we're working on what we think of him as of this moment.
Right, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, with him being on the Trailblazers, and we expect his production to go up, I think his value will be a little bit in between.
5. Man,
damn, how long are we gonna take?
No, hold on. I'm looking at stopwatch right now. Context, you have 15.
It's kind of in between. I put him in between Brook and Draymond.
Okay.
Okay, in the A tier. All right, easy. You are 45. Actually, no, I was messed up. I gave context a little more. Your 1 minute starts now. Easy. Where are we putting Ayton?
That's crazy how y'all talk about him, but y'all put him in the A tier, so that's kind of crazy to me right there.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Why? Because the A tier is ass, and y'all just messed the A tier, so we have to put him in the A tier now.
No, I'm gonna lie. The only problem with A tier,
have to put him in A tier, bro.
Let's be real. The only problem with A is
because he's better than everybody in the B tier. That's what the problem is.
Okay, I know exactly.
I'm not going to hold you, bro. I'm looking at the list, but I'm
easy. You have 30 seconds.
I know my put up. I'm just trying to have dialogue. Yeah, like I'm just having dialogue. But like, yo, I'm not even like I'm looking straight past Chet. I mean, I got Wembanyama there, but like that's like I'll talk about that later. But
10,
yeah, that's a whole thing right
9,
there. 8,
7,
these niggas taking forever, man.
5,
bro, yo, y'all gave me a whole minute. He in front of on the B tier. He the top.
On the B tier.
Yeah, B tier. He in the front.
Okay.
We got a lot of bold dominant brothers using up the shot clock, man.
All right, Bulls fans. All right.
Yeah, man.
Bold dominant.
In front of B tier, man.
I'm trying to figure out shit.
Bulls fans.
Y'all gonna ride by the point and drive the fucking whip off the cliff.
I'm Brooklyn, bro. All I do is
in front of B tier. In front of B tier right now.
Bulls fan, how you gonna get mad at me? How you gonna get mad at me for saying he's better than everybody in B tier, but then put him in front of B tier? Like what the fuck?
Because I'm struggling. Hold on, nigga. Hold on. I'm struggling between him and Claxton, nigga.
Right,
I don't know what I'd rather have.
Sebastian.
That was the only player.
Right now. I'm not gonna lie. He's getting over.
Sebastian.
Claxton's not the best player on the B tier.
Your 1 minute starts right
Claxton
now.
defensive.
Where are we putting DeAndre Ayton?
I need 2 seconds. DeAndre Ayton behind Chet Holmgren, A tier.
Oh man, y'all upgrade this nigga now.
A tier, the
Behind
average
Chet
right now. I'm not
Holmgren.
gonna lie.
Damn.
Sebastian, stop this.
We have P5. Where are we putting DeAndre Ayton? Your 1 minute starts now.
He's better than everybody in B. I'm looking past Chet. If we're projecting, I think at this point he is better than Draymond Green. At this point,
nah.
Right. He's not more valuable than Gobert, but I'm struggling with. No, I'm not. He's in between Lopez and Draymond.
Okay, same as context. Young Africa. Where are we putting DeAndre Ayton? Your 1 minute starts now.
We're talking about a guy that has peaked in his career at 32 minutes a game, right? And that was in his second season where he gave you 18 and damn near 12 rebounds. We're talking about a guy that was averaging 1.5 blocks that season. We're talking about a guy that per 36 context is going to give you 21 points and 12 rebounds. And if he's production increases and opportunity increases, he can easily give you 23 and 12, 23 and 13 with a block a game. I expect that. So I'm putting him right behind Rudy Gobert.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so the consensus.
Only two of y'all had him.
You said all of that. So
only two of y'all. Only two of y'all. Only two of y'all had him outside of the A tier, and the main problem here is either in front of Brook Lopez or behind Brook Lopez.
Chet Holmgren is the most egregious. Which one is more egregious? Chet Holmgren or
you can do either. You can put him behind Brook Lopez.
So the consensus to me sounds like either behind Brook Lopez or in front. Where are we putting him?
Behind Brook Lopez, man.
Random. What's your opinion?
All right.
In my opinion, I would put him behind Brook Lopez. In terms of center, I would put him behind Brook Lopez.
All right.
We got
one. Okay, just real quick. Can I ask my? Because I
All right. P5 came up first, so P5, ask your question.
Okay. So, firstly, my question is just to y'all, because I'll make my change. But my question is, in your opinion, random, what is excluding Wemby and Chet, because we know those, right? Those are
those are all projection picks. Those are projection picks.
What is the most egregious thing on this list so far?
In my opinion, putting Draymond as an A is egregious. Now.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That is my Draymond. Now you're getting he's older. Injuries now will take longer to heal, and we've seen that he has. How many more times can he truly be a detriment to his team and him get away with it? I understand that Jordan Poole was mouthing off too, so Jordan Poole wasn't innocent. But that team, if you want to talk about how the Warriors were before the start of the season, they just went to Japan. There was vibes, was killing everywhere, getting ready to defend their title, and maybe at the worst possible time before the season, he knocks out his teammate. And they had to deal with that all year.
What about the defense, though?
I understand. Hold
on. He's regressed heavily, though.
Let me finish P5's question. I understand that he's still a defensive factor for the Warriors, and obviously his impact on the game is way more than just the numbers he puts up. Because
it's even the best defender on the team.
He is. I still think he's the best defender.
Yes, he is. Yes,
Andrew Wiggins might be better. Honestly, I might.
He's not.
No, he's not. But he's still the best defender on his team. I think at this point you cannot put him as the upper echelon of centers anymore. You just can't.
Can we talk about the fact that he's not even a center? He's a power forward.
But he's their center. He's their center.
Hold on. I got the most egregious.
I mean, if you're going to do that, then where's the
Let me address. If they're starting,
is Kevon Looney the center?
If they're starting Chris Paul,
if you're doing that, where he at?
If they're starting Chris Paul, Draymond is their starting center.
But that's going to be a terrible lineup.
Why would they start Chris
Paul? They're starting Chris Paul.
Hey,
so stupid.
I'm just going to say this.
Steve Kerr and Mike Bellamy, bro.
All right. So P5 had his question. P5, do you want to make your pick now? Or do you want to wait?
I'm going to make my pick. And looking at the list, like F and D, I think is valid. Outside of Vucevic, the B and C tier doesn't upset me too much. I could nitpick it all I want, but it's less impactful. I want to make, and I'm not going to fuck with Draymond. I'm sure somebody will. And I'm looking past Wemby and Chet.
Oh my God!
I want to make a take right here. Because I actually think the more impactful player out of the two I think Anthony Davis is more impactful than Joel Embiid.
Oh my god!
So we're moving them up. We're moving them over a little bit.
All right. That's such a that's just okay, whatever, bro.
No, but I just wanted to make that known that I have.
I have a question.
I can move Draymond down. I can move Vooch down.
P5. I think they're so close. It don't even matter.
Yeah, but I just wanted to be known that I have AD over Embiid.
Okay, so P5.
Okay. I have AD over
P5 in a couple sentences. Why are you willing to make that? Why are you basically saying that AD is better than the MVP of the league right now?
Because I think what AD does mainly, which is his responsibility, is defense. I think in a playoff setting, of course, Embiid has been hurt, but even I'm looking at Embiid trying to imagine that he's healthy, which is hard to do, right? You can't imagine that someone is healthy. I think what AD does on the floor, especially in the playoffs where the game is slowed down, where especially in today's era where rotations are key, being able to rotate back to the paint is key, versatility is key, and maybe AD is not elite at guarding the perimeter, but being able to make rotations, being a good pick and roll defender, being a good rim protector, all of that I think is more impactful, especially in the playoffs, than what Embiid can do as kind of like a mid to high post face up creator in the playoffs. I think what AD does is more easily translated to the playoffs than what Embiid does, and it's more impactful. I'm
not mad at the explanation. But who else? Who wants to go next with their question? Remember, you do not.
Now I gotta go because I got school tomorrow. But y'all say easy.
All right, P5. Study hard, bro. Study hard. All right. So obviously, I'm just saying this right now. I should say this before. You don't have to make your pick right after you ask your question. Obviously, P5, the man got to go. So you got to do what you got to do. But you can hold off your question. You can hold off your pick until you feel comfortable to do it. So who wants to go next? Bulls fan.
Okay, I'll go. So I'm going to ask a question. I'm probably going to make my pick too.
Okay.
Like Walker Kessler, he's way too low. Like who Walker Kessler see?
I did.
Well, why is Walker Kessler in C tier? Why is he not above?
It was his rookie season. Like I'm not going.
I think we need more.
Credit.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I'm not going to give him credit for him balling out in his rookie season.
But his rookie season was better than Al Horford, Mitchell Robinson, Şengün.
But Al Horford made winning plays on a playoff
team.
It was
stop the cap.
I think Walker Kessler defensively he might have been the best out of all these niggas on the list. Yeah, he was the best out of all these people in G tier.
I'm not saying. Listen, it's C tier. I'm not saying top C tier. I don't really care. But what I'm saying is, it was his rookie season. I'm not gonna just gas him off as just his rookie season. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If he comes back and does it this year,
what Al Horford provided for Boston.
Wait, what type of fucking tax is that, bro?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, because I just think
rookie tax.
My fault.
Wait, hold on. If he comes back this season after teams are prepared for him and know what he's about,
God.
then I'll be like, all right, cool.
That's like saying,
I see where Diesel's coming from. I see where Diesel's coming from.
But that's like saying you saw rookie Luka and Luka LeBron, but you see how good they are in their rookie season. Like he's clearly better than everybody in season.
Okay, Bulls fan, real quick. There's a question. Is there not any validity in what he just said?
No, there is. I understand what he's saying. Like you gotta be for multiple years.
But Nahari, bro, we also saw Tyreek Evans, and how did that go?
You know that's facts.
That's a good.
But Tyreek. If we just talk about one season and what we've already seen, bro, off of just what we've seen, he's better than everybody in C tier.
There's a tier list of people heading into the season. So we can only work with Walker Kessler.
And Nahari,
yeah, we can only work with what we got.
If you want to put him top of the C tier, I'm fine with that. You could do that.
Yeah, I think that's where he belongs.
So is that your pick?
No. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. I don't think I'm going to touch him, but man, it's some some straight trashness here. Draymond Green, go ahead and bump him down. I'll put him ahead of. I'll put him behind Claxton.
Okay. I was just thinking the same thing actually.
Okay. I agree. Obviously, you guys heard it. I just don't think Draymond, especially with his age and now injury concerns, plus the fact that
it's really all age.
Plus the fact that there's always looming team chemistry concerns with him now, where it's getting to the point where
if you
listen to a lot of Warriors talk,
that a lot of people say you love Draymond, but now you wouldn't if you heard that, but it was quiet. Now it's loud. I love Draymond, but how many more times can he keep getting away with his behavior? And it's not even just the fact that it's his behavior. It's the fact that the Warriors don't do anything about it. When he told Kevin Durant that, hey, we don't need you to win another championship, the Warriors just kind of let it slide instead of putting those two in a room and having them talk about it for real. Same thing with Draymond and Poole, finding a way to just have them, hey, y'all need to figure this out for real. We can't just go into the season with this looming over. So I'm not saying
off-court issues impact your tier list ranking.
No. But it's off-court issue, bro. Okay, he legitimately knocked Draymond Poole out on the court.
I see what
Draymond Poole.
I don't really factor that in when I'm grading players.
He locked Jordan Poole out on the court. On the court.
Let me say something real quick. I'll tell you.
That doesn't affect the impact of Draymond though. Like,
hold on, that's fine.
And first off, the impact of the punch kind of equivalent to the impact on the court. Like, that shit been knocking dudes out. Like, that's what they do.
The reason I put him in B tier, I wouldn't be surprised. It's not because he punched Jordan Poole or anything like that. It's because he just regressed, bro, heavily, bro. He regressed as a passer, a playmaker. He regressed as a defender. He regressed as an offensive player in general. He can't really do much offensively without Steph or Clay.
Let me keep it.
He's just not. It's like if he's just regressing like this, but it's just not. He's just not that level of player anymore. He's just not.
Look. Let me.
If borderline, if Draymond at this point is borderline liability on offense. So Nikola Claxton, he's just a better defender than him too. That's all I gotta say.
Let me ask Random something. Random, do you think in the entire 12 years that Draymond has been in the NBA, that was his first fight with the team?
No, but the fact that it got out, somebody in the look. I understand.
That's crazy. Come on.
This is what I'm saying. The fact that we've had multiple incidents at this point. At key sections of the Warriors run. Okay. When he told Kevin Durant that we don't need you to win a championship anymore. That was basically, obviously there are other things that happened, and Kevin Durant will probably tell you that. That was probably the moment Kevin Durant said, I'm not fucking playing here. I'm not re-signing. All right. And the fact that at a point they just won a championship, people were talking mad highly about them, and the fact that Jordan Poole looked like the heir apparent to whenever Clay, Draymond, Steph and Clay kind of took a step back, especially Clay, giving up injuries. Crazy, though. No, but he was the guy.
Yo, you're allowing this narrative talk. I'm just letting you know. When I eat to this shit with a brick house, I don't want to hear nothing else, bro.
Listen. And he was supposed
random guy TV, man. That's what we're doing. Go ahead.
Fine. But he was supposedly going to be the bridge. Okay, you cannot tell me that his actions did not affect the team on the court.
Bro, yo, how do you know he was going to be a bridge?
Did they not?
How do you know he was going to be a bridge? What kind of bridge we talking about? A Steph Curry bridge? Is that what we talking about right here?
I thought it was going to be Wiggins.
But
I just heard something different right there too. So what we doing? Wiggins or Jordan Poole?
The Warriors had a lot of other problems outside of that.
Obviously,
Steph Curry was in and out the line.
Hold that point, Bulls fan. Hold that point. That's a clip. That's a clip.
Yo. We're not gonna turn this into a Warriors podcast.
We got a Warriors.
This is what we're saying. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna say this.
This is a narrative podcast right now, bro.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Obviously, as Steph ages and starts his decline, no matter how big or small you think that is, Clay ages, especially Clay. I want to call him Draymond Poole so bad for some reason. It's crazy. Jordan Poole was supposed to be that gap. I think at certain points, the people in the Warriors organization had, all right, Clay drops to the bench, Jordan Poole takes his spot, and we keep it rocking. Okay? You cannot tell me, Easy, that him knocking out Jordan Poole, which legitimately accelerated the Warriors' timeline to paying Jordan Poole the money that they gave him, did not affect the team on the court.
It didn't affect them as much as weak-ass Jordan Poole defense. That's what really affected
Facts. But here's the thing, Random. It's a random. I don't know if it affected him.
I think the contract.
The thing about this season is that it was weird because it was so many other things that happened this season. Steph Curry was in and out the lineup. Adrian Wiggins wasn't there the entire season too. He was dealing with what he was dealing with. It wasn't just that, bro.
But it was a big part of it.
Let me ask the question real quick.
It was like a small percentage.
Back to the centers. Back to the centers. Back to the list.
Let me ask Harry a question.
Niggas getting in fights all the time in the locker room, bro.
So
I got you.
Let me. Hey, we hear you, random guy. We hear you clearly about Draymond Green, bro.
Go ahead, young African.
Nahari, I got a question.
Yeah.
Before I put Şengün in his rightful place, Nahari, why is Şengün? Why is Şengün behind Zubac? How is Zubac a better player than Şengün?
Because Zubac right now is a more effective player. I mean, especially right now, because Şengün is a defensive liability. Zubac is a better rebounder than him, better screen setter, just a better overall big man right now. Şengün has the potential, sure, but him right now, he's not better than Zubac.
I noticed you didn't mention nothing about offense. I noticed that that's a nice finesse. Better screen setter before you talk about offense. That's what we doing. Okay.
I mean, you can say that, but Vucevic is a better player because he's a better rebounder and he's a far better defensive player, bro.
Şengün is a better playmaker, better scorer, better low post threat. Better low post threat. I understand his defense isn't right there, but he's still a solid rebounder at the position. He's still giving you 9 rebounds a game at the position. Not like he's soft on the rebounds. He's actually solid. So I'm gonna put Şengün in his rightful place, right there at the front of the B tier list, bro. That's where he should be.
That's where he should be. There's no way.
That's where it should be.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's where it should be. That's where it should be.
I'm
expecting 17, 11, and 5 from Şengün this season. That's what I expect.
But he's not doing that right now.
We're going to revisit this list at the end of the year. We definitely need to revisit this.
Yeah. We should revisit this. Screenshot this, man. Yeah, fast. We should.
But is he doing that right now? But don't you average like what, 14 points, 12 points?
Send this to you. You're on Discord, right?
On terrible defense.
Yeah. All right, I'll send it.
That's crazy.
My thing is
making elite though.
My thing is.
His playmaking is not elite.
Dylan Brooks is about to take all of his shots. How is he going to average 17?
Hey man, Dylan Brooks.
Ime Udoka going to put Dylan Brooks in check.
He's going to let him know. I'm not going to lie.
He's going to let him know, Dylan Brooks, you're not
going to be taking
Kobe,
shots, bro. I promise you.
Yeah, you're not Kobe. Udoka going to put him in his place.
You're not it, my boy. Yeah, you're not it.
Yeah. You catching and shooting and playing solid defense out here. Yeah, you in the corner, catch and shoot when you open, move the rock. If you not, no off the dribble work for you, Dylan Brooks. No more off the dribble.
I knew your Alfred was about to overrate.
That's all. Şengün is better than Wendell Carter Jr.
No, he's not.
I really should have put him ahead of Shep, but that's a bit too early. But that's all good though.
All right, who wants to ask the question next? So you have Easy.
All right, so
Sebastian.
P5 had it. We got Nahari's got his off.
Yeah, young Africa got his off. So
it's done us 4 or 3.
Yeah.
Sebastian, go ahead, bro. Who you?
All right.
Who you itching to move, man? Who you itching to move?
All right, I definitely messed up on Chet Holmgren.
No save. No.
Doing your own pick is crazy. That's
to be fair.
I think
was bullying him. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all was bullying.
I think he should be behind Wemby actually.
Hey, Sebastian, bro.
Sebastian, I'm gonna need you to explain, my boy. I'm gonna need you to explain.
We're good.
I mean, the rookie of the year battles between him and Wemby. There's no.
Wemby not even going to be a top 3 rookie.
I mean, the rookie of the year battle is going to be very great.
Wait, hold on.
It is good.
Hold on, Des. Real quick. So for him to go to S tier is because of the rookie of the year battle.
Yeah, very disgusting. But yo, why is Easy talking? You put Wemby your ass.
Yeah.
What is
when it's my turn? Like I said, I've been holding my turn. When it's my turn, we gonna get
it. He's been very patient.
You act like Wemby ahead of.
Let everybody get to it.
So on the same tier.
So Sebastian, you're reserving your question for later. Is that what you're doing?
I don't know.
No, I'm telling you,
Sebastian does not have a question. Context, Easy or Dizo. Who wants to go next?
Easy, go ahead, bro.
Look,
this motherfucker.
I don't really want to move.
For the Jokic, I swear to God.
No. I don't really want to move nobody because the Draymond talk was like crazy right there. I don't know. That was a whole bunch of narrative talk. I don't want to touch nobody and become narrative.
Whatever.
That was just
I don't
random,
want to do
bro.
all that.
Yeah, hold up. Didn't
Yeah.
Nahari move Walker Kessler up, or is that where you?
Nah. I had to move J-Mod down. He was way too loud.
Oh, okay.
Y'all really,
Nah, he
y'all really
ain't moved Walker
gonna,
Kessler. He's still
y'all
there.
really
Walker
gonna
Kessler
leave
should
it.
be at the top of seed, though.
You chose
Respectfully.
hate over love, Nahari. That's crazy, bro.
Y'all really gonna
Right,
leave it
he
up to
definitely
me.
chose hate over love. Go ahead.
Y'all
I
gonna-
had to,
y'all
man.
gonna-
I had to handle
y'all
that
gonna
donkey.
leave it-
Man.
Y'all
He
gonna
should
leave it
not
up
have
to
been
me.
there.
Y'all gonna leave it up to me in context to fix this list, huh? That's what y'all.
I mean, it's unfixable, to be honest.
Clutch
It's
up.
too many
I
bad.
fixed
It's too
it.
many
Clutch
bad
up.
places.
All right.
It's
Well,
unfixable.
The have Chet and S is
First
crazy.
off, the two niggas in
Clutch
this
up
tier
does it.
clearly don't
Clutch
deserve
up.
to be there.
Clutch up
Yeah,
does it. Clutch up does it.
Context. Which one do you want to move?
Hey, who
Y'all
did
might have
Easy
to
move?
move.
Oh, it's on me.
I ain't even go yet. Niggas just skip me,
That's
bro.
right.
All right, go. No,
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nobody. That's
No,
what
go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing, bro.
Easy.
Nah, do your
Hold
thing,
on.
bro.
Y'all not easy. Every pick
Damn.
we need. Every
Easy,
pick
who you
easy.
moving? Easy, who
Put
you
80 in
moving
that
then?
S tier. Put 80
Easy
in
like
that.
pass me the rock, man. Let me work.
I got questions. I'm not trying to move nobody. So go ahead. If y'all want to move somebody, go ahead. Do
You
your
gotta
thing.
move. You don't want to move nobody.
You don't want to move nobody, and you
Come on, you gotta move someone
don't
easy.
got no questions. That's what you're telling
Yeah.
me.
I got questions, but I don't want to. I don't want to move nobody.
Okay then. So,
Alright.
okay, then
I
ask
got
your question,
dialogue,
Easy.
bro. I'm not
Easy,
trying to.
ask your question.
Hold on, real quick. I got dialogue. I'm not trying to fight people's
Oh.
opinions, bro. What the fuck we doing, bro? Like, what am I doing? Like, that's some crazy shit right there. I'm not trying to force you to pick.
I hate when people say. I hate
my
when people
pick.
say that because we're
Nah, but
only
easy.
debating for a reason.
There's two clearly wrong opinions.
Right? You can have it.
So, hey, Easy. What's your question, Easy? What's the question?
But like,
All right, here my question though. Hear my question. Hear my question. Cause remember when fucking random guy was going off about everything Wemby could do? All right, if Wemby does all that, why can't he go into S tier?
Because we haven't seen him do it on the NBA court yet.
If he does
My God.
everything that you said he was going to do, why can't he be in S
him
tier?
averaging. Let me tell you, him averaging 14 points as a rookie is not going to.
Why if he averages
in S
18
tier?
and 10 and shows
He's
incredible
not doing that.
ability?
He's not doing that. And even if he does do
What
that, he's still not
happens
S tier.
if
18
he
and 10 S
averages
tier?
18
I
and
don't know if
10
18
with
and 10
incredible
that's
defensive ability?
DeAndre Ayton, bro.
I got a question for you.
That's
DeAndre
DeAndre
Ayton,
Ayton, bro.
I got a question.
That's
for you.
5.5 out
With
of 10, bro.
incredible defensive ability. The man is
Oh my
blocking jump
God.
shots on the
I got a
perimeter.
question for y'all.
Okay.
That nigga not
Sorry.
blocking.
All right, Sebastian.
All right,
Sebastian,
all
you
right,
said you
all
had a
right.
question.
So,
Yo, y'all, I know y'all heard
How
of what
many-
if. I know y'all heard of what if.
Sebastian, you said you had a question.
Yeah. How many of you guys have seen?
Yo, so niggas just gonna jump my question, bro? That's crazy.
Oh,
easy,
I
bro,
thought you
you're
asked.
trolling. Easy,
Oh.
you're trolling.
Oh.
Yo, that's crazy, son. That's crazy.
You say because he's going to average
Hey,
18.
easy,
he ain't
easy.
gonna
Let me
be a
ask you:
top 5
18
center.
and 10 with
Nasty
incredible
words.
defense. That's top 5 center in the game to you?
We talking about potential though. If he's a prospect and he's on that trajectory, yo,
It's a direct question.
How many? Yeah,
I say 5 blocks. I
average
did
a
not say
game.
5 blocks.
I'm trying to fight over the
Not
pick
say
when we got a brick wall over here. Just answer the question.
Yo, bro, if he shows everything people are talking about him, niggas is going to put him in top 10. I guarantee. I could put money down.
No. You put him in the top 5 though. You put him in the top 5.
You put him top 5.
Yo, hold on. You don't even have to put up the numbers. He could just show the potential. Like, yeah, he's trending the right direction. He's going to niggas is going to drop him into top 10.
Yeah, they're gonna drop him.
The thing is, bro, I would have
top 5 easy.
Hold on. All right.
Hold on.
All right, everybody calm down.
You got him number 4.
Easy. I understand all that, but he hasn't played a second of basketball in the NBA yet. So we can chill.
Dezo. I didn't put the nigga in the list. Y'all did.
Yes, you did.
Why am I picking a nigga that didn't play?
You literally put him S tier.
But you put him S tier.
If y'all gonna give me a person that didn't play and y'all tell me he's
centers.
Hold on, real quick.
Hold
on. Let me talk. Everybody keep on talking. Hold on, man. Yo, listen. If you're gonna give me a nigga that hasn't played a game yet, and you telling me he as a draft prospect close to LeBron, then what the fuck are we talking about?
Because even LeBron as a rookie, he wasn't a top 5 small forward.
Hold on, Bullsman, hold on. We have to wrap this up soon. So I'm not trying to argue with Easy all day. Yeah. Easy. We just gonna move him, bro. That's all.
Okay.
We just gonna move him.
If y'all want to move him, go ahead. I'm here for
slide him to the bottom of B tier.
Okay.
Context.
I understand. If he's projected, I understand the premise of what
we get all that. We get all that.
If he's projected to do that, and he has no choice but if he's gonna rank him, he has to rank him based off the projection. It doesn't matter if he doesn't have any sample size before then. He has to go by what the projections are saying, and everybody is saying, basketball experts, pundits, they're all saying that defensively he's going to be a Hall of Fame, hitting the floor. That's what they say, hitting the floor. And his potential, if he manifests any type of his potential, he's going to be better than Bam. He's going to be better than Sabonis. He's going to be better than Gobert.
In his rookie season?
Not in his rookie season.
Hold on.
Let Diesel say what he got to say.
Context. I get all that, but which one do you want? Chet or Wemby? Which one? Which one do you want?
I'll take Chet. I can pack up Chet. That's easy.
Where are we putting Chet?
You said what?
Where
you putting Chet?
Oh, Chet to me, he's probably gonna be maybe in the B tier, in front of Vooch and Miles Turner.
In the B tier.
Oh my God, what, bro? That's still trash, bro. How's he already ahead of Vooch and Miles Turner? That's crazy.
Because Vooch doesn't give you anything defensively, and he gives you both defensively.
And Chet Holmgren hasn't played a single game in the NBA.
I had a quick question.
Yeah, but Chet Holmgren has played in the US, and I have way more sample size, and I've seen his game more.
Better than
versus Wemby. Like I could use Wemby.
It's really Miles Turner too. It's really Miles Turner too.
Like,
all right, so I got Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
I want to be mad. People Wemby.
No, I got Miles Turner. I got him behind Miles Turner. Des.
Okay, cool. Honestly, bro, I think Wemby's better right now than Chet Holmgren is. So I want to put him ahead of Chet Holmgren, but I can't in good spirit put him in B tier when I put Walker Kessler in C. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro, that's tough.
Well, you think you have Walker Kessler naturally in B tier?
You could put him behind. You could put him in front of Chet. I think that's the best possible.
Wait. Hold on. Des, naturally, you have Walker Kessler in the tier?
I have Walker Kessler C because I think he's a C tier center.
Context, what he's saying was that
I think Wemby, I think Chet's a little too high, is what I'm saying.
Exactly, that's what he was good.
Yeah, I think Chet too. You should have put him ahead of C.
I think Chet would be right there in that C tier. But if we're gonna do that,
that's what I'm saying. Well, I think I think Chet's responsibility is going to show his impact more, and I'm including impact over production in terms of what's going on. Like I think he's going to be as impactful as Jared Allen, as Miles Turner. I think he's going to be way more impactful than Vucevic. Now, Vucevic is going to have better numbers, but I think what Chet can do by spacing out the floor, being a rim runner, being a lob threat, I think that's going to be more impactful on OKC versus Vucevic. Is just, you know what I'm saying?
All right, wait.
So that's my
so if we doing that, then
random guy, you right?
I think I gotta put Wemby ahead of Chet then.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only thing you can really do because they're both too high.
Wemby is already the best player on his team.
That is true.
So I gotta get
I don't know if he's already. I mean,
who's better than him on the Spurs?
Already,
Devin Vassell is tough, man.
Get Devin Vassell the fuck out of here, bro.
All right. Sebastian, you had a question?
5 seconds, yeah. Takes 5 seconds, right? So apart from this one instance, how many have you guys ever seen a player stop a fast break 1-on-1 between LeBron?
That nigga stopped the fast break, get injured his whole foot. That nigga stopped one fast break from LeBron. Hey, was out the whole season.
I want to be 100% honest. I want to be 100%.
You telling me that was Giannis?
I want to be 100%
That nigga's never playing basketball again. That's
the way that injury happened. I was like, oh, this was going to happen in the NBA for sure. If he never played there,
my thing
he was
is,
sticks.
Yo,
he was sticks for legs, man.
He was too
He got
small.
the stop.
Sticks for legs.
He got the stop though.
My thing is,
stop.
my thing is, Chet.
But you.
Chet stopped the fast break with his foot. Like, he didn't purposely stop the fast break. He accidentally stopped it with his foot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, everybody.
That nigga got the running back, man.
Let's show the list
couple
one more
ribs.
time.
Let's be real.
One more time, All right. You know what? I had to do this. I had to do this. Full screen it because your boy. I needed to make a change because I just couldn't let this happen.
It's a top 8 center.
I just couldn't let this happen. I'm putting both of these motherfuckers at the top of the season.
Damn.
Because
W.
Get your ass back in the C tier, Vucevic. That's my list.
You said what?
Hold on. Wait.
I put Vooch at the end of C.
You're out of here, buddy.
Vooch at the end of C.
How does nigga move 3 people, bro?
Those are the 2 changes. Oh, my bad. 3 changes I'm making. I'm looking at where Diesel's coming from until I see them play. This is going into the thing. Obviously, these are projections. And if they do project out to be where even close to what we think they're going to be, they're going to move up the list, especially as naturally as I believe Draymond Green and other people might move down.
As they drop down, right.
As they drop down, they will naturally step up. But at this point,
you have to say Draymond, right?
I cannot put Chet and Wemby in the upper echelon of centers. I just can't until I see them play. That's where I'm at. And also Vucevic in B tier was wild, so I had to rectify that. But that was me. I still will say,
hey, no cap random. He's better than Jalen Duren, bro. At least. You know what I'm saying?
Do you guys think that Wendell Carter Jr. is a top 10 center or a top 10 big man?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what some of y'all said.
We didn't. The views and opinions in this tier list does not reflect all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not all of us. All right. Question: what is the most egregious name on that list? What was the most egregious name on that list?
DeAndre in top 8.
DeAndre Ayton is a top 8.
Vucevic being in the B tier.
He's a top 10 center. Yeah, that's why I moved his ass down.
Vucevic being in the B tier.
Walker Kessler behind Al Horford. What?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Al Horford.
Yeah, that was
what?
Wicked.
Al Horford was locking down.
It's maybe the last season that happens easy.
He was not locking down.
You looking at small moments while this man produced for us.
Easy. Winning all season.
Easy. We do this again next season. That should not be the case.
I feel like I corrected the biggest flaw, which was Şengün, and put him in his rightful place. But outside of that, I think moving Anthony Davis ahead of Embiid is kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think Embiid. Right. We'll discuss it another time.
We can discuss this.
Wrap this up.
Let me wrap this up before I forget.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, we went over a few minutes already. Yo. We went over a few minutes.
A few minutes.
Hey, but that was a great tier list, random. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
I stay on the tier list, my boy.
Hey man, we're about to see context this season. Şengün about to turn some heads this season, man.
Hey, preseason.
Real quick.
Preseason starts October 5th. We gonna get some narratives off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Diesel, real quick. I needed to ask this question. Were there some
random narrative guy needs those narratives for sure, man. Shout out to my guy though. Shout out to my guy.
Saying, you knock your teammate out before the season, you gonna act like the team just chilling after that. It's crazy. On the court, I get it was on the actual like big boy court, but you just knock them out on the practice court, and y'all just gonna be like, all right, we just gonna go hoop tomorrow, bro. We gonna go play the Kings. It's wild, bro. That's
professionalism, random guy.
Random, what you wanted to ask me?
All right,
bro. I don't want to get into all that.
Were there some people you thought were missing from this list? Obviously, Kevin Looney's one.
Yeah, justice for Kevin Looney.
Kevin Looney was
not
one.
the center on that team.
But if they start Chris Paul, Draymond's the center.
That's just. I
think Evan Mobley should have been for consideration. We didn't talk about Cat.
Facts.
We
That
didn't
is
talk
true.
about Cat at all.
I mean, but Nicholas. I mean, not Nicholas.
Wendell Carter. I'm dumb.
Rudy Gobert is the center on the team.
Rudy
now,
Gobert is the center
so.
on that team.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's fair.
Come
That's
on,
fair.
Looney.
We didn't
Come
talk
on,
about
Looney.
Porzingis wasn't on the list. That's kind of crazy. Porzingis.
Wouldn't they say that either Al Horford or
Al
Rob
Horford
is the center
Oh,
on the
Robert
team?
Al
Williams,
Horford's
right?
the
That
center?
would
No,
be,
no.
I
Is
think
Kevin
they make
Looney
the
a
honorable
C tier or B tier center?
Jaren Jackson. Why wasn't
he's the
Jaren Jackson on the list too?
True, Jaren Jackson.
because of Steven
Steven
Adams.
Adams.
Steven Adams.
Oh, Steven Adams. That's right.
Oh, okay.
But I think what was the name before
Kevon
Jaren
Looney?
Jackson?
Kevin
What was the
Looney.
name? No,
If Kevon Looney,
Porzingis.
Evan. No. It was another one.
if Kevon
I
Looney
said
was supposed to-
Porzingis,
if-
but that's okay.
if Kevon Looney was on
I'm
here,
making a thing right now.
I would
No,
put
it
him.
was-
I would put him right there in that. I'd probably put him top of C.
Okay.
Today's day. What's today's day?
Yeah, he would probably be on top of C tier.
Top of C.
Is he better
really?
than Ken Capella though?
Those 20
Is he better than
rebounds.
Kevon Looney's the perfect
rebounds?
C tier quarterback. C tier.
Yeah,
quarterback.
Better than Clint Capella? I don't know if he's better than
Kevon
Clint
Looney
Capella.
is a.
He's
is
not
a
better than Ken Capella. No,
rebounding
I don't got him better
machine,
than
bro.
Clint.
Yeah,
I think
I'll
Clint's a
take
better
him. I'll take
defensive player. I think he's
I
more
might take
athletic.
Mitchell Robinson ahead of Kevon Looney too. I might do that as well.
That's
Looney at least makes his free throws.
maybe.
I
Maybe.
don't know, man.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know. It's a conversation.
No.
I'm not taking that text.
I'm taking Kevin. I'm taking Kevin.
Bro.
I'm taking Kevin.
Also, I
Can
think-
you
I think
depend
it's
on
also-
Mitchell Robinson getting 20 boards?
Let's not act like Kevon Looney averages 20 boards, bro. That was
Yeah,
a
but
nice
he's
series against
dominating.
Sabonis.
No. But I needed
Mitchell
him
Robinson
to do that in
was-
that
was-
scenario.
Mitchell Robinson was dominating Jared Allen in the paint in the playoffs, bro.
Nah,
The
Remember
nigga that said he froze up when the light turned on?
Hey,
Come
man,
on,
all I
son.
know
We
he's a
not doing that,
7-footer
bro.
that
We
was
not
on the
doing
B
that.
tier. That was a B tier center, Easy. That's a B
What
tier
about
center we
Sabonis?
talking about.
I ain't
Put
rank
some
that
respect on the B
nigga. I ain't
tiers.
rank that nigga. I would have
Huh?
put that nigga in C. I would have put that nigga in C, bro.
Didn't Kevin
You
Looney
can't say no shit like that, bro. Now you have to come back and prove yourself, bro. Because you're telling me you are not a player performer. So what am I giving you a bag for?
Looney and Draymond.
That's a fair
Looney and
point.
Draymond
That's a
Looney
fair
and
point.
Draymond
Fair point.
ganged up on Sabonis.
But all right, fellas, we'll discuss this at a later time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Diesel,
saying?
Salute
check
panel.
your-
Appreciate y'all
check
for
your-
stopping
check your,
into the
Discord.
graveyard shift.
I got
I will catch y'all. Well, we'll catch y'all
We'll
on the
catch
next
y'all.
one.
Absolutely.
No snooze
Double
button.
tap.
Double tap the
Friday
like
morning.
button. No snooze button will be
Friday
on
morning.
Friday morning, man. Friday morning.
I'm about
Shout out to the
say,
big
What's
girls
happening?
and also the
Hey,
slim girls.
yeah, stay on
too.
the stream with me. Context. We got to cook
Hey.
a
Oh,
little bit.
wait. And don't forget to tune in next week for Champagne Room.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
The Riz
Yeah,
room.
next
Hey.
champagne room.
the Riz
The
room.
Riz
How about
room.
that? The Riz room.
I'm gonna let y'all in on a little sneak.
Sneak
Hey,
peek.
context, bro. Context. Me and Context got the sneak peek, and that shit's gonna be fire.
Okay.
Now,
Damn
that's
flame
off the stream,
flowing.
Diesel. I need
Word.
to hear the thing off
Salute
the
to
stream
Ox,
first.
man. At the end of the
Salute to
man.
Ox,
It's
bro.
for the culture, man. For sure.
That man
Oh, the
is
Salute to
culture.
Ox,
I got
bro.
questions. And the
Low
stream.
key,
I got
man. I don't
questions.
know. Might be a
Check
stripper.
out the
All right,
Low key,
fellas.
by the way,
Yeah.
Ox
All
talking,
right,
man.
catch
y'all
next
next,
one, all right?
Salute.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Word, word,
Diesel,
word.
Diesel, don't.